Oh my god! Hold on a second. Hold on 1 second. Oh dang it. Oh dang it. Bruh. Wait a second. Ah, I see. No wonder it didn't work. Hold on. I can hear myself. Where? From what source? Oh, that source. Okay. 1 second. Mana. How are you guys today? Did you have a good day? Ah! Naruhodo. Oh man, I put in the wrong one. Do I put it here? Yeah, I put it here. Oi! Ma'am. Yeah. Oh my god. Where do I put it? Do I put it here? Getting by? But your day should be better now I'm here. How was mine? Dude, my head hurt. I was like, should I take a naproxen? I really would not like to since I took one the other day. However, you know, I was like, I have to stream, and the general rule of thumb is like 3 hours. I had a decent day. I was watching One Piece with my cousin while on stream. Is this the cousin that you were teaching English? Did he still laugh at how I mispronounced his name? To be fair, how am I supposed to even say it, dude? I still don't know. 'Tis a mystery to me. Yeah, you're helping me distract from my really bad eczema at the moment. Dude, eczema is actually no joke. It's so painful. I saw a dude that was like all like tied up at night because otherwise he would scratch it subconsciously, you know what I mean? I could not deal with that. I have eczema, but it's not nearly as bad as that, thankfully. That sucks though, I'm sorry. Man, I want pizza. Aw, heck. Had to touch grass for like 6 straight hours. It was horrible. What were you doing touching grass? My cousin used to have that pretty bad as a kid. I feel like it's even worse when you're a kid because you don't have as much self-control. I say that, but actually I have less. I have less self-control as an adult than I had as a kid, I think. But I'm not sure, honestly. Did you guys have good self-control? Oh, heck, I forgot. Hold on. Hold on 1 second. This one. By the way, if you guys have any questions you want to ask, I have marshmallows. His self-control growth was not linear. Dude, I don't think it was... It might have been linear, just downwards. Oh shit, I have to sign in? Guys, I don't remember what I used to sign in for marshmallows. Oh man. Was it this Twitter? Oh my. Hi Mina! How was your stream? I was lurking. Well, I was like listening, you saw that. She thought I didn't know what Harry Potter puppet pals were, guys. That's crazy. Also, welcome back. Boop boop. Applying to a new job already? Guys, you always have to be prepared for the worst, okay? You never know. Dude, I wish I could see raids in the multi-stream thingy, but I can't. Oh man. But hi, for those of you that do not know me... Guys, wait! Hold on! I have my intro here. Is this the right notebook? I have... What? Ah! Look! I should put this on the sticky note in front of my monitor. Hi, I'm Amaya Whisper, your snarky guild leader, here to bully you and a member of Glitchstar's 4th generation Aerunia. I'm gonna just write down a note right now. Guys, I have these really cool... Well, they're not sticky notes, they're just like, Well, actually... Are they sticky notes if they're not sticky anymore when you put them up? Notebook, Death Note? Dude, I put my own name in first. Oh, where is it? My oldest dream thingy. Ah! There I go. Well, they stick to one another. They just... Oh, shoot. They don't stick afterwards, you know? Just notes? Oh, I guess so. Thank you for the congratulations! Oh, man. Dang it. Didn't I do such a good job with my intro? Man. I spent a long time thinking about that. Too long. It was longer than 30 seconds. Oh man, it's hard for me to write with my wrist brace. Damn, my crippled ass. Hi. I'm Amaya. And I sure can't write in cursive like this. Is it really 14 months? Oh heck. Oh right, congrats on your debut. It's funny you say that because yesterday, or I guess rather this morning, one of my friends, she messaged me and she's like, what did she say? Let me read what she said. She's like, girl, I saw the announcements for glitch stars. I'm like, oh yes, oh. And she's like, are you gonna be one of them? I got another support. And I said, girl, I debuted today. And she said, oh my god. Did you hurt that wrist saving the kitten that fell off the tree? Yup. That is what happened. Actually, it's funny that you say that because, so there was this one time, I've told this story before, but since there's so many new people, I will tell it again. Also because I need to talk about myself. Back in the good old days, before I was not blissfully ignorant about the world, right? Back in those days, oh heck, I forgot about alerts. What the? Oh, hold on 1 second. You cry in the dark. Oh man. Oh man. Well, it looks like I broke it. You know what? That's okay. You're not here now. I just listened to this new Han song from Stray Kids. Ah, heck. Not my employment application. Does it work? Hold on, let me mute it for 1 second. 1.5 years straight? Stop! Oh man, no. Oh, it does. Oh, what the f... Dude. You wrote me like a dissertation for your resub. That's actually kind of adorable. Okay, maybe it's too I should set a character limit. Oh my god. Okay, well, I mean, you know what? You guys went through the effort, so I'll do it. Oh shoot, I broke my chat though. Man, I set this stuff up and it still managed to break. Oh, right. I was telling you guys a story. Okay, so, story. Back when I was a wee little girl, right? I wanted to go flying, okay? Similarly so to like a seesaw, right? I thought that if I jumped on a shovel, like a shovel handle, or like, you know, like, I guess like the shovel part of a shovel, right? I thought that if I jumped on that, I would go flying. That is not how it works. I don't know why I thought that. Anyways, the handle hit me in the eye, and then I had a black eye, and so I pretended I got in like a fight at school because that was less embarrassing than telling them what actually happened, basically. I don't know if it was like a little injury or what. I think my ego was most injured of all out of everything there. But yeah. Did you ever watch Looney Tunes? Not too much, honestly. Well, I didn't have access to a lot of channels when I was younger. I mostly watched YTV, but I didn't have like Cartoon Network. And like, my mom didn't have like other stuff like that. I don't remember where you even watch Looney Tunes. But like, I've mostly watched YTV. I don't know if you guys, you Americans ever had that. I don't think so. What's up, Chestnut? And I do have stuff on for Stream Elements. As far as I know. It should all be the same, I think. Nickelodeon, Disney Channel. You think I was rich, bro? Hell nah. You Americans. Guys, I didn't say it that bad, okay? Only in Canada. Was it really only in Canada? Aw, man. You guys missed out. I think YTV is Canadian only. I'm pretty sure. Oh, cool. Why do you guys keep asking why I'm so cute? I can't explain that. That's just genetics. I'm just kidding. That's all me. Oh my god. Not the what? Actually, what does Yanks even mean? I've never heard that before. I live in America, so I don't have YTV. There used to be this show on YTV called Mystery Hunters, and I really, really loved that show. She's Canadian. Never mind. Gotta cancel my membership. What is your wait? Hold on, Jester. Are you American? What is your currency? That'll depend on like how much I could talk you out of this. Mystery Hunters was so good. It was kind of like it was similar to Mythbusters, but I was too poor for Mythbusters, so we had that. Yeah, I wrote a lot because it's 1.5 years. It'll stop being sappy now. Yeah, how dare you have feelings? Not on my watch. She's Canadian, so we could double up on our membership. Actually, that's like kind of unironically true though, because I was looking at the difference, the difference between like the Canadian thingies, because I wanted it to be cheaper for you guys. So I was like, oh, I'll do it in Canadian currency, right? and one Canadian membership is like low key almost 2 American memberships for tier 1. Thank you, Corn. Cause don't worry about it. What is the most cursed story you've told on stream? Oh my god. You guys had some interesting Maros. Actually, there was one Maro I wanted to address like early in. I think this is actually a sweet Maro. As you guys will learn, I'm a fairly open person, so I don't really mind as long as people aren't being condescending about whatever they're asking me, you know? But, you know what? Let's do this first. I feel like doing this, so this is what we will do. Marshmallow. Sorry, all I think of is Brooklyn 99. Maro. That isn't Maro. Oh man, what happened to my music? It just inexplicably disappeared. Sorry, normally I'm more responsive for chat, but like... I'm overstimulated right now. We're looking at the Canadian to pounds conversion. Stop. Stop. Welcome back, Exile. Hold on. After I answer this Maro, then I'll do it. Sorry, I'm all over the place because I probably should have taken my medication today, but it was already pretty late when I woke up and I'm like, oh man, I don't want to take my Vyvanse. I wonder if my doctor yelled at me. Hold on. Ah. Oh shit. Bam. What? Oh, I know, it wasn't me. I wasn't the problem. This was the problem. It's never me. Okay. So this question. I hope this doesn't come out as rude, but I saw some people expected you to join Glitch Stars, but this is the first time I've heard of you. Can you elaborate more on that? Or how did you come to join Glitch Stars and meet the other members? Any longtime friends? It's nice to meet you, by the way. It's nice to meet you too, Mr. Anonymous Maro person. So basically, everyone expected me to join Glitch Stars a while ago because some of you guys may know me from my other account, Rana Ayana. That was where I was in another company. And because I'm friends with Logs, and Logs was in my channel, everyone expected me to join like Glitch Stars as soon as I became indie. But that was not the case because I wanted to take some time to myself, I guess, to figure out what I wanted to do. Because as you guys know, Glitch Stars isn't your... Why is my chat not working? Glitch Stars isn't like your traditional agency, and that comes with its own pros and cons, as anything does, right? But after like thinking it over and like I guess going over what I wanted to do in my life and my content creation career and stuff, I kind of was like, yeah, you know, I think this would work for me, and this fulfills and suits my needs. You know what I mean? Does it work now? Nande. Oh man. Oh man. How did I kind of join Glitch Stars and meet the other members? Well, to be honest, yeah, I think it's okay for me to say this, but like, if I wanted to be here earlier, I think that was an option for me. As for how I met the other members, a lot of them I've known through, I guess through Rana beforehand, just in various different capacities. Like, as Mina has mentioned this before, she and I have actually been friends for like 3 years. So I think since like 2020, actually maybe more than that, actually. I think maybe since 2022? Yeah, I was just thinking about that. Was it 2022 that we met, or 2021? I think it actually might have been 2021. Because, actually no, hold on, I'm thinking of... Guys, I've lived many times. You know, I met my friend who is staff at Redacted, and she called you by your dad's name. Really? Wait, hold on. DM me. Was it the one I'm thinking about? Dude, we've all kind of been through the ringer, but yeah. Anyways, I'm very happy to be here now. I get a lot of the assistance. Oh my god, that one? No! Okay, I was thinking of a different one. Bro, I forgot I was that too. I actually forgot. I can't believe this. So it's kind of like when my uncle got my dad his job after he got fired from his job. Honestly, my first thought was just because of drinking. Just knowing your history of comments. It took me a second, dude. It took me a second too. I didn't realize. How many names did you have? At least 6, I think. I'm pretty sure. Something like that. At least 6, dude. How many VTuber bodies on your feet? Dude, you act like I killed them all. Okay. Yeah. Anyways. It's been a while. Aside from that... Homo. I've been locked a couple years now. Kinda a couple years. Hio, I met more recently. But I think that we get along really well. Actually, it's funny because I woke up early yesterday. So I went to bed like a responsible adult at the ripe time of like 10:30, right? Actually, I went to bed earlier, but I fell asleep around 10:30, I think. But anyways, I woke up after a couple hours because, as you may learn, I'm kind of an insomniac. And I was on sleeping pills recently, actually, and I didn't really like taking them because low-key it feels like you're dying when you take them. Anyone who has taken sleeping pills can probably relate to what I said. But anyways, my doctor prescribed them to me because he was like, oh yeah, you should reset your sleeping schedule. And I'm like, okay, I try. But like, for some reason, they weren't the most effective on me, you know? No, I slept more than 3 hours. I either sleep only 3 hours or I oversleep a ton. Should just take that motion sickness medicine instead? Actually, yeah. So he's saying this because I was playing Where Winds Meet one time and I took gravel and it made me sleepy within 30 minutes. Can you adopt me? Do you think I'd be a good parent? I was gonna ask if you're a masochist, but most of the chat is full of masochists, so... I forgot what you're saying. Oh yeah, anyways, I was saying that I hopped into VC in our little Aerunia section because I was working at night, right? And then Hio comes in and she's like, why are you awake? And I'm like, girl, why are you awake? And then we just like worked for like, I don't know, 40 minutes or something. I'll never see the thing you sent at the beginning of stream. What did you send at the beginning of stream? Oh man, I feel so bad. By the way, thank you guys for like all the memberships and tips and stuff. Make sure to say thank you if you're gifted. I feel bad not acknowledging them, but it's so zoomy right now. Oh. Actually, yeah, it doesn't show up. It actually isn't in my feed. Oh yeah, I guess that's the American version of it. The Dramamine? Dramamine! There you go. Are you in the correct feed? They're combined feeds! It shouldn't matter. Wait. Hold on, I'm not seeing any of yours. Wait, hold on a second. Hold on a second. Oh heck, why is it turned off? Turn that off. Hehe, oopsie. Oh man. Oh, I just saw it. Thank you so much. What the heck? You didn't need to do that. Why? I don't know why it was turned off. I never touched it, guys. I swear I didn't touch it. I swear. Took like 5 shots at the name and still missed. Yeah, I'll take 5 shots at you, dude. Dramamine. With the short A sound for both A's. Dramamine. I'm just gonna say medication pronunciations are fucking stupid. This isn't on me. None of them sound like how you think they should sound. Alright. In the interest of pretending this is a democracy, guys, Would you prefer to do Maros first or slides? Or would you prefer me to talk about that video I made? You know, I just have to say, I learned DaVinci and I edited that all in one day because I'm a chronic procrastinator and I had no inspiration. So what I did was I had like a short like outline. Also, you can't talk about my aim when in multiple countries they have literally had to like install fucking like little flies or dots in urinals because men can't aim. I'm just saying. Dude, okay, so what happened was I just had like an outline of things, right? I had like an outline of general, like a vague script, and then I just ad-libbed and I recorded until I got it down. And I kept adding stuff. And I was like, well, it'll work out when it works out. And then I kind of like just roughly chopped it together. And then I googled tutorials. I googled tutorials for everything. DaVinci Made Easy actually did make DaVinci easy. I was surprised at how easy it was. Well, I would say that if you ever want to pick up editing or anything, right? It's not too hard, I think. I think if you study things, then the editing won't be too... If you have good observational skills, the editing won't be difficult. At least IMO, you know? In my humble opinion. Dude, you can learn anything on YouTube right now. Actually, I would say that that's one of the great things about the internet becoming mainstream. And becoming like, what is the word? I guess becoming like a basic for quality of life. Which I know in some places, during like disasters and stuff, there will be certain needs where you get, I guess like subsidized or like covered by the government, right? And I think we're at like an age where the internet would be covered. You know what I mean? Just because you kind of need it to function for everything. Yeah, the in-shitification of Googling things is kind of crazy. I can't find anything. Even if I search up direct lyrics now, I can't find it, which is insane to me. You're telling me I can't find an actual, like, song from the literal lyrics, word for word? Nah, that's crazy. DaVinci looks pretty close to Premiere Pro. Actually, fun fact, when you open DaVinci, right, it will ask you what editing software you're familiar with, and I assume that's like how it changes the workspace, so basically where everything is. None of mine were there though. I mean, After Effects was there. I used to use After Effects long time ago, but that was like when I was like 17, I think. Oh my god. How long has Adobe had this monopoly? Oh man. Every other day. After Effects is pretty hard, but I would say it's pretty flexible in what you can do. There's a reason why it's like kind of like a staple. Not that there aren't other options. I'm not sure how the motion graphics and stuff are in DaVinci, but I don't really have experience with that anyways. I mostly do like clip stuff. I would edit a lot of my own shorts and stuff if I could. But yeah, it's surprisingly easy to learn. I would not say that it is super intuitive personally. There are some weird things. For example, why are keyframes listed at the top? Usually there's like, in your timeline, right, you'll have the video, and then usually you can just like click a little drop down, and then there's your keyframes right there underneath the track. But it did not work like that. It's all the way at the bottom, and it separates it out. It's weird. After Effects actually made me vomit blood with how awful it felt to use. I've used Vegas, and even that is so blood. Dude, I remember when people used to use Vegas for a lot of AMVs. I feel like Vegas kind of died out. Is that just me? I have a personal vendetta against fandom for ruining fan wikis. Yeah! Who ruined my wiki page, by the way? Why are people so insistent on putting like, oh, I'm a degenerate or whatever? It's true, but like, why do you put it there? And they have multiple edits, you know? It's my wiki page. What was your favorite late 2000s AMV? Aw, heck. Actually, if you guys look it up, have you guys seen The Boy Who Murdered Love AMV? Or the Not a Story AMV with Katana Gatari? Those are good. I remember making like Dance in the Vampire Bund AMVs back in the day. And I made a lot of like, okay, I know I had a lot of BL in my page, right? But actually, I didn't start reading BL again until like 2 or 3 years ago. Like before that, I didn't read it for like 8 years. Yeah, The Boy Who Murdered Lovin' was really good. It was super creative. Dude, I haven't watched Dance in the Vampire Button forever. What else did I watch? Oh, there were a lot of things I didn't list, but you know what? Okay, you know what? Since we're on this topic, let us go further in this. You don't need to know my employment statistics. Likes, dislikes, we went over this. Hobbies, we went over this. Shows, okay. So there were a lot of things I couldn't put here because there simply was not room. So like some other things that I liked were like Dantalian no Shoka, or like what is it called? Ungo. Has anyone seen Ungo? I was looking through my old art and I surprisingly drew a lot of Ungo fan art. I don't know why. There was something about that anime that had me in a chokehold. I don't know what it was. Ungo did have good music, yes. The Discord scrub watch alongs. What season were we on? Were we on season 4 or 5? I did have to speed through it. I want to see you react to old YouTube poop videos from the 2000s as well. Yeah, I mean, you're free to send me a playlist if you like. I don't mind. I actually wanted to explore reaction content like 2 years ago, but I don't know. I just never got around to it. Dude, Daily Life of an Immortal King is actually so funny for no reason. I started watching some of it with my sister and it's hilarious how they're like, oh yeah, he can kill you with just the boss music. It's a really funny donghua if you haven't watched it. I think the episodes are on Bilibili YouTube too, I believe. I've been watching a lot more donghua now than well, I'm not necessarily more than anime, but just like in general. I started Milgram recently. Dude, there's actually so much Milgram lore. You have to listen to the drama CDs, but I'm not super caught up with all of them. I really like Iruma-kun. I think the next season is soon. I know I saw something about an announcement, right? Oh, do you guys know my toxic Iruma pairing? This pairing is actually really popular. Apparently. Hold on, let me see. It's Iruma and Kiryu. Hold on. I have to find like the recent Google image. Have you guys seen the official like Mafia AU for Iruma? It's actually really good. Like Alice is crazy Chad. Same with Iruma in it. Dude, this is my toxic pairing. Please understand. I was watching this with my sister and she immediately gave me a look when these two came up. It really is toxic. This pairing is so crazy toxic. But you know what? I just want Iruma happy. My precious little ball of sunshine deserves to be happy. I think actually Iruma is a really great protagonist because he feels very human. He never feels too... I mean, that's funny because he's the only human there, right? But like, I think he's really well written, especially compared to like a lot of like other, I guess like, I don't know, would Iruma be shonen? I guess so, right? I feel like I could never define like what is shonen a lot of the time. Is that the Mechtil's club leader? Yeah. Bro went to the dark side. I feel like I saw that image like Griffith and Guts. No, it is not that bad, okay? I think part of Iruma wants to redeem Kiryu. I don't think Kiryu is that bad in comparison. There's no way he's as bad as Griffith. And I haven't even read Berserk. Which I think Exile gifted me like the deluxe version of Berserk a long time ago. Like 6 months ago. But I'm always scared to read physical copies. And I've been super busy so I haven't gotten to read it yet. Hi, Wizard! Are you actually done reading the Marshmallows? Nope, I got distracted. Okay, fine. We'll do a vote then. Bam. You wanna vote? I'll do a vote. Sure. Pull. Start a pull. Do you want Maros or slides? Oh shit. Maros first? Yeah. Only decide. Pick your poison. Video for... Oh. Well, too late now. Teehee. She's gonna have to chubby bunny the Maros to finish off stream in a reasonable amount of time. Oh, I do not expect the stream to be finished in a reasonable amount of time. That does not work for me. Fine, let me go vote. Yeah, you have to vote. I wish there was like an extension to do simultaneous votes on Twitch and YouTube. You know the meme where the guy has a monster energy and he's like... What? Every day I wait for you to say something of value. Wow, I've literally been gifted a membership to everyone in Aerunia. Did you really? Oh, that's so lucky! Make sure to say thank you if you're gifted, guys. And thank you, Key Signal. Oh man, I always do like a little heart with my hands, like some idle egg yolk, like fan service, but no one can ever see it. It sucks. That's the only reason I want 3D tracking. Are you live on Twitch? I am live on Twitch. Finishing on time, or she's a yappy received for it? Yeah. I'm sorry, like there is no way I can stop yapping. That's true. Pick your poison is a great phrase for this community. I should get that on a t-shirt. Do you think what actually is the origin of that? There's no way it would get like trademarked or anything, right? But you never know. One day we'll get a third 3D. Oh, I thought you said third Amaya, and I'm like, why would you need a third Amaya? What's wrong with these ones? Oh, but I guess technically this is the third Amaya. Oh, speaking of which, you guys never saw a close-up of me. Oh, yeah. Here, I'll give you permission to tell me I'm pretty. Wah. Wah. Oh. Oops. Hehe. How do I look? Do you guys like the new model? Oh man, why not work? Oh man, I lost it again. I really like this smile though, look. It actually looks a lot cuter than I thought in the rigging. It looks actually really kind of cheapy. Especially if I frown. My face gets all squished when I get upsetty spaghetti. Sexy, ayo what? I mean, that's true. I can't blame you. If I didn't know better, I think you're so innocent. That's what we call gap moe, bro. I am so squishy. Squishy cheeks. Bop. Ah. Let me thanks. Ah. I do have a tongue toggle, but I turn it off because it keeps turning on. I wish you could head pat. Oh heck. Do I have a head pat gif? Oh man. There isn't one in VTube Studio. I can give you pudding. You want to be pudding? Oh, here. I actually set this up because I was going to use this during debut. But, I didn't end up doing it. Okay, let me put it over here. I set this up, but I did not get to use it. If it would load. They're cat ears. I was going to use it at some point, and it uses my other mouth toggle. Here, I guess I'll zoom back in. But I did not. I just like combined a bunch of toggles for this. But yeah, also I didn't oh man. What the heck? I didn't set up a... What is the word? You know, whenever I forget a word, you know what I remember? I remember the word for forgetting words, which is dysnomia. Why? Why am I like this? A pouting toggle? Well, it's not exactly like a pouting toggle. It's kind of just like a mouth formation that I saved as a pout. If that makes sense. So it would be this. So it's like when my mouth gets squishier. I just changed the parameters alone. That's a pout. At least you remember that word? Yeah, how useful for me. I think I was a cat girl in another life. Oh yeah, that's true. We won't have the accidental toggles where I get rid of my entire body as much anymore. Mao meow. Oh, but I'm not Mao anymore. Oh my god. Extra sad to lose the cute messy hair. Oh, that's true. But maybe in the future you guys will see another outfit and different hair. You know? You never know. Did I miss the lads talk yet? Guys, we're on like slide 3. Oh shoot, I forgot about the vote. You guys need to remind me of this. That's true, I don't have a ball toggle. Maros first? Oh, okay, okay. You want Maros first. Understood. I suppose I can do you that service. Okay, okay, okay. So if you have your Maros, I promise I will get to them. Mostly. Probably. Oh, marshmallows. Let me take off my wrist brace. No, I don't want notifications. Oh, let's see here. Oh, this was a cute one. I want to say congrats on everything. I want to wish you the absolute best in everything because you are so amazing. I can't wait to see everything that you're able to do. Happy New Year is great. It's going to be a great one with just you in it. Now it will be phenomenal to see everything you achieve. That's what I like. Getting praise for doing the bare minimum. Thank you. Keep it up. A dream. You wanted better. You were sick of all the holes in your sweater. Okay, there you go. Here, I'm gonna put it. I'm gonna do that like that. You're tethered, I'm looking at you. There we go. Okay. So, number 1. Hi, Amaya. What's your favorite solution of the trolley problem? Actually, fun fact, we did this on stream. So there was like this philosophy game that we played. I don't remember the name. Someone else found it. But in the philosophy game, it had like a trolley problem, and it had like a multiple, it had multiple things of instances, basically, of various situations for trolley problems. My conclusion, right, is... okay. Yeah, aside from making it true to hit both sides. Which actually, I saw this thing the other day where I think it's in... Is it Sweden? So it's like on the tram, it deploys like an airbag at the front when it detects something that's going to collide. And then someone in the comments was like, oh, never need a solution to the trolley problem anymore. This is the solution. And I was just like, you know, after thinking of it more, my solution to the trolley problem would be probably, honestly, to save the person that I love. If I had the capacity to love someone, I would save the person that I love first. Imagine how guilty they'll feel, you know? Imagine how they'll never leave me afterwards. Aw, you guys said aw. Are you still gonna say aw? But no, actually, okay, the real reason is because I think either way I would hate myself. I think if not for that, like, it would also be, like, decision paralysis, basically. What if they don't care? Throw them back on the trolley. What the fuck? Did you see that girl where she gave her, like, ex-boyfriend, like, a kidney or something, right? Like, they were dating and she gave him her kidney and he cheated on her. And then his kidney started to, like, his body started to reject the kidney a year later. And she kept making TikToks about it. That's crazy. If someone cheated on me after that, nah, I'd lose my shit. And thank you. I'm glad that you like my singing voice. I'm very selfish. Every answer is saving family / friends first. I mean, I don't think it's selfish. I think it's just a decision that you have to make, you know? How can someone possibly ask you to do that? And the funny thing is, I'm actually generally, like, I feel like in a lot of scenarios, Machiavellian about some things, you know? Sorry, I was coughing. Oh man, why is it not working? Sorry, I'm gonna try to fix this one more time. I feel so lonely without you guys in the corner looking up at me. I'm falling tender. Oh man. What the? It makes me weak. I see the ceiling while you looking down at me. How can we go back to being friends when we just shared a bed? Oh man. That's weird. That's not how that should be. Oh. Okay, you know what? I guess it's just broken forever. Are we not good enough? Yes, please answer this. You mean if I was to pick between you guys and what? It's hard to choose between the needs of many or your own family. Yeah, well, I mean, it's not just choosing between the needs of many and your own family. It's choosing your own needs, right? And it's choosing your life afterwards. What you can live with. I don't know if I'd be able to live with myself regardless. That's why I said in our collab yesterday, if we were ever in like a Squid Game thing, I don't think I could betray anyone. I'm actually really soft-hearted. I'm maybe like inwardly toxic, but I'm not really outwardly toxic. At least not anymore. 20-year-old Amaya, yeah, she was toxic. Would you choose between me and another chatter? Easily. Just choose your family? Yeah, I'd probably choose my family. It's just, I think for me, there are certain decisions I wouldn't be able to live with. You know what I mean? There is no point where I don't... Okay, I never want to become someone I don't recognize as a human being. Does that make sense? I don't know if that makes sense. Anyways, that's my answer to the trolley problem. I think I'd probably... It'd be really hard for me to choose, but I'd probably pick my loved one. Being friends, we just shared a bit. What do you think is your most used Twitch emote? Oh man, I don't know actually. What is on my Twitch? I need to update it. That was the Twitch chat being still being on screen? Oh, I thought you meant the trolley problem. Maybe the head pat one? Because there aren't as many people on Twitch, so it's usually the same people. I think Soul probably uses the head pat one. Or the pray. Pray is pretty popular. I think it's probably head pat or pray. Hello, Amaya. How are you doing? Not hoeing yet. I'm still chaste. I'm still pure. Sorry, I just think of that one. What is it? Is it Dungeon Soup or whatever? That one with the unicorn? Is that what it is? I hear it in my head every single time. Unfortunate typo. Yeah, typo my ass. You know what? If it was true, okay. But I think those are my most used ones. Oh man. Okay, let's see. Mama. Are you omniscient? Would you say an omniscient reader? Surely you at least know that you're my favorite VTuber. Thank you for pursuing content creation and blessing us with your presence. This wasn't a question, but I felt the need for you guys to see it. So it's here. But thank you. I'm glad that I'm your favorite. I like being people's favorites. But the scary thing about being someone's favorite is you can always not be their favorite. You never know how fickle the human heart is. That's why it's better to control people with fear. Yup. Did you write that yourself? I actually don't even really know how to submit Maros, really. I don't think I've ever done it, actually, now that I think about it. Yeah, I don't think I have. Dang. That's impossible. I can't even conceive it. If Aki ever switches favorites, guys, I'm done. I graduate. Agree, but sometimes manipulation is good too. Fear is an extension of manipulation. So, you know. Oh, that's true. I do have a rules section. I'm generally pretty chill, but I do have some pet peeves. Not because I'm a woman, but because I'm hateful. So, yeah. To be honest, I prefer watching streams on YouTube because ads are skippable. The navigation is more fluent and some streams stay up forever after they go VOD. That's true! I also kind of prefer it. Dude, the ads on Twitch are so cumbersome. Sometimes I'll try to watch my company mates and I'm like, I immediately get an ad like thrust upon me. Bare rules, I wonder how many I've accidentally broken. Probably 2. Please go on, I'm learning we aren't hating to our full potential. I cannot hate. No one can hate to their full potential without getting cancelled, guys. Twitch ads are eerie. I like chatting on YouTube, but I like chatting on Twitch, but YouTube has a better viewing experience. Is it really, Phantom? I feel like Twitch has a lot of really cool features and integrations, but simultaneously it feels like too much sometimes. You know what I mean? That's like kind of like when someone has a long loading screen on Twitch. It lets me get through the ads without missing anything. Oh, that's a good point. I remember it was kind of normalized for Twitch to have like 30-minute like starting soon things. I think it's because Twitch is more like less proactive, if that makes sense. Like, I noticed that the general streams on Twitch versus YouTube are very different. Like, a lot of Twitch streams kind of, like, tend to have more dead air, if that makes sense. And not necessarily all be background, but, like, it's more acceptable there. You know what I mean? This isn't to say that either is better or worse. It's just different, if that makes sense. Next one. Oh, yeah. Mama, no, 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 no. Oh man, I'm hungry. Okay, what would you rather have? A hot, pathetic loser or a puppy who's so obsessed with you? It depends if he's a loser for me or not. If he's a loser for me, then I pick the hot loser. But in general, I would pick a puppy. Why not both? I mean, I'm being forced to choose for... Because it's asking me what I would rather. The implication grammatically is that I choose, okay? I don't want to choose. I want both. How pathetic would this... Oh no. Did my sister bring her boyfriend home? I don't want to be around people. Okay. Guys, I will show you the biggest loser I want, okay? You're already gonna know who it is. You're already gonna know. Where's my little loser? Bam. 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 Here's my little loser. He's so adorable. This is actually the perfect man, guys. Like, unironically, the perfect man. So... I mentioned this in our collab yesterday, which, by the way, if you haven't checked out our collab, you should definitely check it out on Kana's channel. But anyways, so when I was younger, I used to watch Gundam Seed Destiny on TV, right? And I had the biggest crush on Athranzala. I said I was concerned. I was genuinely concerned, okay? I was so worried that I would never get married and find love because I loved Athranzala so much. I was like, oh my god, no man will ever compare to Athrin. I don't know why I felt this strongly about him. I really don't. But that man had a chokehold on me. And then 3 years later, I was like, maybe it's time for me to move on. What do you mean, of course I fell for Athrin? To be fair, canonically, basically everyone fell for Athrin. Mira Campbell is best girl? Wrong, it's Kigali. Mina would agree. We were just talking about this the other day. Cause she's like, Athrin? Athrin from Gundam Seed? And I'm like, yeah. Cause I was like, guys, I'm like unironically getting parasocial for Tamon and like would unironically stand face. But you moved on to Zen eventually. I did love Zen from Mystic Messenger. Okay, you know, as much as I will rag on you guys, I make fun of you. Realistically, I completely understand. Okay, this is kind of cheesy, right? But you may have seen my ASMR uploads on my other channel, but let me give you a deep dive into the Amaya lore. So basically, a long time ago, I actually wanted to be a psychologist. That did not happen for a multitude of reasons. I.e. my anxiety in high school got so bad that I just stopped going eventually. and I would hide in my closet like every single day. Like actually. And then when the school would phone, I would like tiptoe down to the answering machine to delete the message so my mom wouldn't find out I didn't go to school. Right? I'm following my Oshi's footsteps at least a little. No, don't do that. Don't do that. But yeah, I would pretend that I went to school and I just delete the message. But yeah, I didn't have bad grades. I was actually on the honor roll, guys. This is the only thing that matches your hair while being poison themed. Is that what it is? Are you trying to give me head pats? Thank you? Question mark? The opposite of my favorite anime. Shut the fuck up, Hunt. Oh, but yeah, anyways. Also, welcome back. I wanted to become like a psychologist. I didn't get to become a psychologist, but that's okay. Anyways, I like helping people. I'm also a fixer. So I will fix people, and I don't know. For me, it's kind of like it gives me purpose, if that makes sense. It's just nice to know that I can have a positive impact on someone's life. So I can't say it entirely stems from altruism. I don't know if it's possible for anything to entirely stem from altruism, to be honest. But I think it's like what you pick and choose about it, you know? Also, I realized yesterday that I actually had like a filter on my mic, and that's why my mic sounded so ass yesterday. It sounds better today, right? But yeah, anyways. I like helping people and I like acting. And I don't know. I realized for me, because there was like a period of my life where I was like not doing too hot, and Mystic Messenger actually helped a ton with that. Like, I'm not kidding. People could laugh at this or whatever, but like I don't know how like I'd be doing today if I didn't have Mystic Messenger. You know what I mean? And then I was like, I saw the comments that people wrote on like ASMR videos, and I thought it was really wholesome, like how much it helped them, especially since like I've always like kind of had shitty sleep too. So if I could help in that regard, or just like make someone feel a little less alone for a bit, I was like, okay, that would be nice to do. I like to do that, especially if I could combine it with my acting, you know? It's funny because I don't really feel things much emotionally because of my condition, so I have a difficult time actually relating to it in a like one-to-one kind of way, if that makes sense. So like sometimes people tell me like, oh, your stream made me feel so much better, or like it made me like grow as a person, or things like that. But for me, it's difficult for me to comprehend that, even though that's like the main reason I started streaming, if that makes sense. I don't know, that's probably weird. No, not relate to people liking ASMR, just like relate to the same feelings I have for other things, because it's difficult for me to comprehend someone feeling that towards me. You know what I mean? Like, it just doesn't compute in my head. I'm telling you about how I can't listen to your ASMR when I'm trying to sleep, right? Yeah, because you try to respond to me every single time. Man, I was having a hell of a night when you did that super long Honkai Star Rail stream. Would that legit save me that night? I'm happy it did. I don't really understand it, but if it did, then I will trust your words. This is Omega relatable, gonna cry a little? Film it. Does it make you feel weird to be around emotionally open people, or is it just like different? The thing is, like, okay, for me, emotions are weird. I think I admire people that can be emotionally open. To be able to be vulnerable with someone in that capacity is something that I think is a very brave thing to do. And not something that I not necessarily am capable of, because capable implies a certain level of potential, right? I think it's more so that it's not something I can see myself being comfortable doing. You know what I mean? It's fine if you can't relate, if you say so. I think that that is true, probably. As long as I can like accept it, probably. I don't want to be dismissive of people's feelings and say like, oh yeah, nah, you don't feel that way, you know? In my head, sometimes I do, though. I wouldn't say your streams have made me grow, but they have given me happiness and recovery to step back and deal with life rather than just ignore and avoid it. I'm really proud of you for that. I feel like even if you don't think so, at least in the mindset that you have displayed to me in the past like year, you've made a lot of progress. Hio, my love! How are you? Did you already do your debut 2.0? I think yours was earlier than ours, right? Question mark? I think. Or maybe you're a little bit after me. You're in an hour? Guys, click the notify me button for Hio's debut 2.0 right now. I wouldn't call it brave to get attacked easily and the end will never be great. I don't think that's fair. I don't think it's fair for people to say that it's not brave for someone to like put their emotions out there. That's trusting the world with how they feel. That's something I could never do, I think. I do agree that it can often backfire, but I think how do I put this? I think it's the world's fault. Obviously, there's a certain level of responsibility and accountability that you need to take for your own actions, right? And the expectations that you have of the world, or should have of the world. But why is it someone's fault that the world was shitty to them when they just like had how they feel out in the open? I think that's really sad, you know? That we would blame that person for showing their emotions and getting upset rather than the world for being shitty to them. Don't you think? That's my opinion anyways. Like, it shouldn't be someone's fault for being human. Like, why shouldn't we admonish the people being shitty to them instead? Yeah. I love you too! Guys, she loves me. Did you hear that? Okay, drive home safe, Nori. I have some open emotions and then more of it I show to friends, but like in true public, like in a mall, shopping, or a bar or something, I'm very closed off. I think for me, I can be very open about how I feel because I intellectualize it, which is something my therapist was talking to me about. She's like, I think it would help for you to be vulnerable. Because I'm not good at feeling my emotions. I'm good at processing them intellectually though. You know? Does that make sense? Oh yeah, but to get back to the question, sorry, I go on tangents a lot. I would much prefer a puppy who's obsessed with me. Unless the hot loser was also obsessed with me. But I'd like both, ideally. Then again, in the past, there has been a hot, pathetic loser SO. So, I say this with a semblance of endearment, okay? The modern world views people as machines. It's true, guys. If I was a bot, I would be sent back to the factory. They call me a clanker and then I get turned into scrap metal. I don't function properly. Have you ever inflicted emotional damage as attack? Yeah, when I didn't realize that timeouts could not be undone on YouTube and I timed out Aki for like 2 days. Because it depends on if you would try to be vulnerable, the reactions will be unknown, either good or bad. Yeah, but I mean, I think it also, to an extent, depends on who you surround yourself with, right? If that makes sense. I'd say I'm pretty open. Being closed up is just too much work for me personally. I can roll with the punches and there will always be true friends around. I'm glad that you have that, honestly. I feel like everyone should have that, like a little safe area. No factory reset on Maya number 5. No. Has it really been that many iterations? I had my memory wiped and now you tell me? Wow, thanks, Bob. And thanks for the super. Let's see. What is the next Maro? I don't have a question. I just want you to look at this face and then it's the cat face. Okay, I'll show it. I'll show it. I will show your little face. Boop. I can also make that face. Look, look, look. Same thing. You don't need that. You have me. Okay. Next one. No, 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 no. What that one? Oh man, I'm not going in order. What is your favorite card in Slay the Spire? Sorry, I'm reading them further on screen. Oh. Are? Are? Oh, okay. My favorite card from Slay the Spire? I'm not sure. So for reference, I'm a silent main. I actually have a silent figurine, and I have the donut. I have the donut twin plushies, and then I have also an ironclad figurine. But probably it's actually probably like a power, to be honest. Slay the Spire, silent powers. Just because, like, powers give me the stability in my life I cannot have. Okay? Nope, nope, nope. No, no, no. Oh. No, not caltrops. Nope. Not footwork. Probably infinite blades. Actually. Infinite blades is easy. Here, I'll show you infinite blades. This is infinite blades. Consistency is key, guys. I need more shivs. Hell yeah, I'm still working on my Ascension climb for Silent Beat 17 today. Ironclad / Walter Donald. Dude, I think I'm only on like Ascension 5. Silent is the poison one. Which is funny because in CZN, I also play Luke. So... it's not that far off. I play like Luke and Kairon and Serenial. Why not more Blade Dances? Blade Dance is good too. But like, I just like how consistent this is. Imagine you get a bunch of infinite blades. Power stack. I love how everything stacks in Slay the Spire. That's one of my favorite things about it. Which is something that I'm not as big of a fan of in CZN. It doesn't stack as much. I would love shivs. I was taking a prison. Oh, you're talking about the... Is it the cloud one? Noxious Fumes, yeah. Noxious Fumes gives 2 every single time. I should play the Slay the Spire. I actually wanted to schedule a Slay the Spire stream a bit ago, but I could not because it's actually really weird for like the full screening. I don't know why. So no. Okay, here's this next one. Would you rather have unlimited omegas but no alphas, or alphas unlimited alphas? Huh? Would you rather have unlimited omegas but no alphas, or alphas unlimited alphas but... Did you have a stroke? What? Guys, let's go. I'll go back to English class together. I assume they meant omegas. Would you rather have unlimited omegas but no alphas, or alphas... Unlimited alphas but no omegas? I don't know, I'll take the omegas. Although, I'm curious about nodding. Like, the capacity. Like, if humans were capable of nodding, how that would work. But also I feel like alphas would be insufferable. Oh, do you need me to explain what nodding is? Okay, well... How do I explain this? It go bigger. This is okay. Nodding. So actually, nodding is something that's done by certain species of animals. But the purpose of nodding is basically so it can't be pulled out. So it basically ensures pregnancy. So it gets bigger inside and like bulbous. I think dogs do it. I don't know if cats do it. Cats have like a barbed thing, I think. Yes, nodding. Knotting. Yeah. It's an Omegaverse mechanic sometimes. Honestly, I don't understand. Sometimes they'll write Omegaverse when there's not like mpreg, and I'm like, what's the point? Man. I want to see a man pregnant. Oh, next one. I probably picked the Omegas, by the way. Just for the record. I feel like the Omegas would be less obnoxious. Hey Mimi, firstly I wanted to congratulate you for your debut. Thank you! I'm so happy for you, really. Now, for the question, will you ever do a lads, this is Love in Deep Space tier list? Oh my. Well, okay. Here. Oh, I did not foresee this. I hear my sister laughing. How dare she be happy? Palm to the ceiling. Let me see your palms, baby. Palm to the ceiling. Palm to the ceiling. Oh yeah, so here's numero uno. Actually no, he's not my number one. I'm hungry. Chat, feed me. What should I eat? I kinda was craving fries yesterday. Fries are nice. Oy. Oy. So here's my number one husband that I've been mostly faithful to for the past 2 years. Yeah, I would like a sandwich. In the kitchen you go. Wow, did you make Korean pork belly? Man, sometimes I'll cook, and when I cook usually is like gochujang with pork belly. So I'll do like gochujang, soy sauce, sesame oil, gochugaru, and then honey, and then mirin, and then I forgot something else. Anyways, then I stir fry that. It's yummy. It's good. Try. Faithful mostly. Okay, well, you have to understand that I also had to date my brother lover. I had to date my adopted brother. Okay. That sounds bad. I don't care. All the love interests in Deep Space are good too. I'm not a huge fan of Xavier. I don't think he's bad, but like, he's not really my number one. But I think the next love interest will probably be coming out with the patch later this month. Ooh! Actually, now that I think about it, it's really soon. Okay, I hope he's toxic. I'm really hoping he's toxic. Please, please. I'm really begging for a blonde. But like... Guys, I really, really... I don't want him to be that ugly dude that they showed. Please make him blonde. I much prefer blondes. And like, Zane has black hair. Xavier has white hair. Silas also has white hair. Please just give me a blonde. Please. Please. Dude, there's this dude in like a pinstripe suit, and he had like a 3D model, right? And people are theorizing it's him. And I really don't want it to be him. Toxic, blonde, and rich. Yes, I want him to be super manipulative. Raphael and Caleb are also manipulative. So, yeah. Men also love toxic women? Yeah, I mean, that's why you guys are here, so... What could I say, dude? It just do be like that, for real, for real. I just much prefer the toxicity. I think it makes for a more interesting dynamic, personally. I don't know if I'll ever do a tier list, honestly, because it's pretty obvious who my favorites are. Yeah, I don't know. Welcome back, Spartan! Dude, I feel like the chemistry is typically better. Which, I was gonna say this before, but like... How do I put this? Sorry, I'm trying to think of how I would formulate this sentence. Oh, so the reason I started reading BL again recently, like 2 years ago, after not reading it for like a decade, or like a little bit less than that, was because I read Black Mirror. It's not the show, guys. It's like a horror BL. And I noticed that it was like the psychology was a lot less cookie cutter compared to a lot of like otome isekai I read, which was my main genre at the time, right? And in general, the writing just tended to be better, and the world building. And like the roles that I guess like men would be put in versus women were very different. I felt like women were often restricted to certain roles, and it would always play out the same in a lot of the otome isekai I read. Obviously not all, right? There is still like some gems, but I've noticed that it's just become like a lot more cookie cutter every single time. So that's part of why I started to enjoy it more, if that makes sense. I don't know, you'll probably get it. Yeah, there's still a lot of like media I read, whether it is like regardless of, I guess, the gender of the pairings. Like for example, Kneel Before Me is like a toxic het pairing. I don't really care about the sexuality of any of the characters. I just care about chemistry, and it just so happens that the chemistry tends to be better in BL. Why do you think so many people ship things in like shonen? Like, I mean, looking for JJK, dude. What is it? Gojo and Ghetto? There was this video I saw. I didn't get to finish it, but it was basically talking about why the chemistry between like rivals is so much better in I guess like shonen than the actual love interests. And I thought it was really interesting because it is true. BL's forbidden love aspect on general too. I mean, I guess somewhat. I think if I remember correctly, Sakurai Takahiro was told to say Gojo's name like he was a wife or something. Like that was the direction he was given. I don't know how true that is though. Gogo should just write BL. He's more than halfway there. I mean, he has recommended BL before, so. I prefer a non-toxic person. You are an outlier in the chat. But yeah, I probably won't do a tier list. Just because there's only like 6 options, you know? If I was gonna do a tier list, it'd probably be for cards, but I don't think you guys would understand it. I will say though, some people also genuinely cannot tell the difference between romantic intention and not romantic intention. Oh, 100%, yeah. But I think that also sometimes they just... I think there are a lot of different kinds of loves. There are lots of different ways to love, you know? And I feel like sometimes it can be limiting to put something in the box of romantic or not, you know? Instead of just like the category of soulmates, you know? I know that sounds kind of like cheesy or whatever, right? But like realistically, some people, they just like are unable to be defined. You know what I mean? The chemistry is better because the baseline has to be written better because they're aroused rather than love interest. It's easy to make characters just like each other and make them work off each other as rivals. I mean, from what I saw, Narusasu was kind of... I don't know. It's like, if you've read my S-Class Hunters, that is crazy gay. Let's see. Next question. But it's not like explicit. It does everything except that, basically. Oh, shoot. Oh, it's just fat. I only you can have stable, healthy relationships and you have fun RP, messed up dynamics. I mean, some people, I think like other people really struggle to have healthy relationships. Couldn't be me. Let's see. Congratulations on your debut. Thank you. Really proud of you and glad this seemed to get you the support you've deserved from the start. What are your top favorite movies? Oh, top 10 favorite movies. Top 5 shonen anime or manga. Top 10 favorite movies. I can think of a couple off the top of my head. So my number 1 favorite movie would probably be Kung Fu Hustle. And then after that, it would be Howl's Moving Castle and Spirited Away. Actually, honestly, probably all 3 of these could probably tie, right? Then after that, I like Stardust. Have you guys seen the movie Stardust? It's a really cute, like, kind of fairy tale like movie where basically he goes on an adventure trying to get this woman's love, like this, I guess, like kind of bitchy woman's love next to him, and he goes on this whole ass adventure, and then he needs, because she asked for a star, and so he goes to get her star, and then he meets a star, right? But it turns out a star is a person. It's really good. I personally like it a lot. It has a, I don't remember. But if you like fantasy adventure movies, you would love this. Hi, Longlegs! You should watch it, it's good. What else? Healthy relationships can get boring fast. That's true, but I don't think it's good to like... I'm not saying you're doing this, rather. I'm just saying in general. But like... As someone who has had a lot of like unhealthy relationships, like of all sorts, like friendships, whatever, you know, a lot of it stems from like a lack of stability. People who have also been in like abusive or difficult situations tend to seek out more chaotic relationships because that is stability to them, right? It's not necessarily healthy, but it's what you're comfortable with, even if what you're comfortable with is uncomfortability. Does that make sense? So that's why a lot of people who have been in abusive relationships tend to seek out abusers again subconsciously, or will attract abusers. So that's why be careful about saying like healthy is boring or tends to be boring, just because like sometimes that can just be like instincts like that, you know? If that makes sense. I'm not saying that's what happened to you, but like just in a general thing. I don't know. What movies have I watched? I don't really watch too many movies, to be honest. Are you worrying about it? Shut the fuck up. I'm trying to think. Okay, you know, I'll just move on to top 5 shonen anime. Or manga after that. Well, I like Black Clover. Although I'm not caught up on Black Clover. Oh, I like World Trigger. Here, I can just look at my slides, actually. Butterfly, don't have to cry in front of you. Slide. Oh, well, I mean, a lot of them are not anime or manga, but mana. So, like, I would say my S-Class Hunters or SSS Class Revival Hunter, for example, are kind of like shonen-esque, or maybe action. I guess you would also define Solo Leveling as shonen. The Solo Leveling isn't like the most amazing written thing, but I do enjoy it. And then of course Omniscient Raider. I don't know if these would be counted though, but if you're going off of just like I guess like manga or anime, then what do I have here? I have, oh, I don't know if, what would you define Yakusoku no Neverland as? I don't think it would be shonen. Same with Heavenly Delusion. I feel like that'd be more seinen. Right? Skip to Loafer is also seinen. I don't know about Dungeon Meshi. Also, a lot of the actual definition of what something is tends to be defined by what magazine it's published by. Omniscient Reader is really good. Started reading it some weeks ago and now caught up. Hey, congratulations! Promised Neverland counts as shonen, I feel. Does it? I'm not sure. Even though Yasumi Pun Pun, that I don't think that'd be shonen. I think that would be seinen. I don't actually watch or read much shonen. Here, let me take a look. What is considered shonen? Shonen anime. But I guess like probably World Trigger is the first thing that comes to mind. Or are JoJo and Frieren shonen? If they're shonen, then they would be up there. I used to watch Hitman Reborn back in the day. Well, the thing is, like, even if you would think something is shonen, sometimes it's not. Elfen Lied is shonen? Is it really? I don't think that's seinen. Oh, yeah, I didn't know Claymore was considered shonen. Claymore is pretty good. I watched the anime for Claymore again, like 4 years ago. Oh, actually, you know what? Would Blood Plus? I watched Blood Plus and my ship failed. Is Blood Plus considered shonen? Guys, why does my ship always fail when it comes to the Blood series? It kills off blondes. Like, you can't have shit, dude. Oh my god. I was so sad when Solomon died. I wanted her to end up with Solomon. I'm gonna head out and hop into bed. Have a good rest of the stream, Amaya. I hope it's lovely. Thank you, Mac, and thank you for the tip earlier. You did not need to be that generous, but I appreciate it. Always make sure to spend within your means. I do not want you guys, you know, setting yourself on fire. Oh, Chainsaw Man, that's true. Yeah, Chainsaw Man will be up there for me. For sure. Chainsaw Man was actually, I saw this video and it was like, it was almost a masterpiece. And then I watched it because I was like, no, it is. And then, or like almost like perfect. Sorry, not masterpiece. And then I was like, you know what? Actually, you have some valid points. What about skipping 1 meal a month? Is that too far? You shouldn't skip a meal. Maybe you could have a cheaper meal. But even then, I don't want you to do that. No, don't talk shit about Chainsaw Man. Chainsaw Man's actually really good. Do you want to see the video that actually made me read for Chainsaw Man? Like a year ago or something like that? Okay. This is the video that made me watch, or sorry, read Chainsaw Man. Here, I'll pin it. Oh man, I didn't need this. This video made me read Chainsaw Man. It's so dumb, but I love it. Chainsaw Man, I think a lot of fans are too young to get it. Yeah, I will say that. Is it pulse still up? No, I killed it. It's dead. Is the anime really bad compared to the manga, or is the anime indicative of the manga? Actually, I haven't watched the anime. I finished the manga though. I haven't really read much of part 2 though. Chainsaw Man is suffering. They kill everyone I love. But then again, I watched Akame ga Kill, so... You know, it could be like that. I'll at most give the manga a read, but not the anime. Why wouldn't you watch the anime? Season 1 of Chainsaw Man stops when it's not good. If you say you love Chainsaw Man but only watch the first scene of the anime, I assume you just regurgitate whatever you hear from YouTubers. I will say I would say that Chainsaw Man gets really good at probably like the midway point, because I feel like the tone changes a lot. Yeah, if you watch the Akame ga Kill, you don't get to be happy. That's true. I will say that you need a lot more media literacy to enjoy Chainsaw Man, especially since there's a lot of symbolism, and I think people don't give Denji enough credit as a human being, which ironically is what everyone else does in the manga for the most part, you know? That's part of why I think his relationship with power is so important. And I say this even though I love Makima. Oop. It do be like that. I think the Akame ga Kill anime was very different compared to the manga, right? It was a lot more brutal in the anime than the manga. Denji is not allowed to be a human child according to the discourse, which is so weird to me. Yeah, and the thing is, like, people forget that Denji's like a teenager, dude. Actually, you know what that reminds me of? It's like, it reminds me of Subaru hate. Yeah. I also like ReZero. I have a little Rem figurine actually on my shelf over there. No, I felt like the manga's more brutal, but I thought that they killed off a lot of people in the anime that they didn't kill off in the manga for... Oh my god, Subin. Holy shit. So I just saw a short of Subin from Tomorrow Together. Dude's been working out. That's my Tomorrow Together bias. Oh. Hello. Okay. Sorry. I hate Subaru anyways. I don't care. I think Subaru is easy to hate. And he's hard to understand. Okay, I think he's easy to understand, but people are not willing to understand him because he's easy to hate. If that makes sense. I think Subaru actually had a ton of reasonable crash outs, but protagonists aren't allowed to be human. So people say they want human protagonists, but when the protagonists fail or they do bad things or make mistakes, right, then they get admonished for it. And that's really sad because I like those protagonists. I hate him because he hits a little too close to home for many. That is very spot on, I feel. The only redeeming quality of Subaru as a brand is in the logo. Yeah, that's definitely what we're talking about. No, you don't get it. This isekai actually subverts isekai tropes. It's so unique. I'm just saying, okay, I think if we returned by death a million times, we'd be fucked up too. I think actually the cinematography doesn't get enough credit in ReZero. I still, whenever I think of ReZero, the first thing that come to mind, there are a couple of things that come to mind. His crash out and Amelia that he couldn't take back, and that scene where he's just holding like the corpse in front of like where it's all snowy and then his head comes off. I think that's what the scene was, if I remember correctly. But I just remember it, like the silence was just so loud. I think it was in front of Puck, yeah. What's your favorite Tomorrow Together song? Probably No Rules. I'm really biased to the choreo for No Rules too, so I'm sad it doesn't have a proper music video. I thought that was a very beautiful scene. It was very haunting. Actually, I'm watching Shibo Yugi. I watched Shibo Yugi yesterday or the day before, and the directing is gorgeous. I heard it's like it's by the same director as Days with My Stepsister or something, and it made me want to watch that. Let's see. But yeah, I can't name top 10 favorite movies, sorry. I don't remember a lot of the movies I watched because I don't really watch them. Okay, next question. Sorry, I get through these super duper slow. Okay. What is your peak Elo and League of Legos, and how do you like the game? I don't. Nobody who's ever played League of Legends likes League of Legends, okay? I played this game, like Season 2 pre-season, start of Season 3. My peak was around D2-ish, D3-ish, as an AD carry main. AD carry and support main, so I played a lot of Thresh. I played Morgana before she was popular, okay? I played that shit in like Season 4, Season 5. And I played Thresh, I played Janna, I played... What do you call it? I don't know, I was mostly playing Thresh or Morg. I played very, very aggressive though. And then for AD carries, I played Vayne, Caitlyn, Ezreal. As the years went on, I started to main Senna. I became like a Senna main. Senna and Yuumi for support. I'm sorry, you playing AD carry slash support makes so much sense. It's a mental illness, isn't it? I will say top laners are either the most chill people or they're the worst people. Okay, but this was Yuumi before she got, like, patched to be really shit. This was when Yuumi, you could play really, really greedy, so I'd be, like, really aggressive and bait with Yuumi, and I'd get away with the dumbest shit. Should it have been done? Probably not, but it was fun. I will say, there were ways to, like, punish Yuumi. Like, you could flay Yuumi out of her W. And I played Thresh, so... I'd either be versa Yumi or I would counter a Yumi. Or, so I would play Yumi. It's all been downhill since Ventrilo away. Did it die, Meta? I was thinking about what happened to Vent how many years ago. Remember when there was Cursed Voice? Rip Cursed Voice. But yeah, actually, after I stopped playing League of Legends, I started playing Overwatch. And then Overwatch, the highest elo I got was like 4,300, I think. Around 4,300. At the time, it was almost top 500. I think it was like a couple points off. Like maybe like 50 or 100. And then I played... I mostly played Zarya and Ana. Yeah, I'm thinking, I'm like, who did I play? Yeah, I played Zarya or Ana. Thank you, Andy. Yeah, sorry guys. And then last year I was playing Marvel Rivals, and then I hit... What did I hit? Did I hit... I think I hit Celestial on 2 accounts in Marvel Rivals. But that game literally disconnects my internet every single time I play it. I'm not kidding. I don't know how to fix it. It's like impossible. Otherwise I would play Marvel Rivals again, because it's actually pretty fun. Yeah. Yeah, it's so stupid. I don't know why. Like, I literally... It disconnects my entire internet. Like, I'll crash in Discord. Like, my streams will crash. Everything crashes if I play a game of Marvel Rivals. It's not fun. But yeah, I hit Celestial. I mean, like, Invisible Woman and CD. And then I'd sometimes play tanks. But mostly Invis and CD. Sorry, guys. Not super high skill. Well, actually, well, I would say Invisible Woman. It's different. I don't know if I want to spend time trying to get fixed, so I appreciate the offer. Haven't played in nearly a decade? What, Overwatch? That used to happen to me when I played Destiny? Yeah, I was trying to save you. Oh yeah, I used to play Destiny too. Sometimes we'd all go on raids in, what do you call it? In the Poison Taster Discord. Which, by the way, if you guys haven't joined the Poison Taster Discord, maybe you should join the Poison Taster Diaries. Just saying. You guys fucking sucked at raids. Holy shit. How did you fuck up counting that bad in Vault of Glass? Nah, I'm not a huge fan of fighting games. I did play BlazBlue though when I was younger. So my mom would sometimes rent out games from the library. And she would like rent out like whatever games were there, and I played BlazBlue on the PS3. I actually preferred like the story and games like that and stuff. Tall Kaka? Oh, that's the cat one, right? Oh, I just did the cat paws, but you can't see him. I've never done raids with y'all. I really wanted to, but I will say people fucking up Vault of Glass is so common it's not even funny. It's true, Bear. It's super, super common. You just count them, guys. You just count them. Please, it's not that hard. Man, Crota's Edge was also fucking bad. Crota was so bad to run. But yeah, Vault of Glass should be easy. It should be easy. I'm honestly really glad I didn't buy Destiny when I got the FOMO of you guys playing it. I mean, to be fair, it's free. I think you can do Vault of Glass for free, can you not? So it was high all the time, not doing mechanics. Yeah, I'm like, Vault of Glass is free. Miss Amaya, you are sweet. That's all. Thank you. Here. I will leave this question to chat. Next question. It takes me like 30 minutes per question, bro. What is the most cursed story you've told on stream? New people will not know, and I also will not know. So I will leave this to the people, the veteran poison tasters. I can't play D2 sober. You say that as if you would be like any better playing it sober. I don't know. What is the most cursed story I've told on stream? Moldy vomit bread on the wall. Oh, okay, yeah, that one's pretty cursed. So, like, a year and a half ago, or like 2 years ago or something, right? I was in Discord and we were playing drinking games, right? Oh shit, Viva La Vida! Anyways, we were playing drinking games, and Hamas was like, yo, this is going too slow. Let's play 2 drinking games at once. I was like, okay. So we played 2 drinking games at once and we doubled up. So I had to take double the amount of shots. And I have like a pretty decent like alcohol tolerance, right? But anyways, this is the gincident, yes. Unfortunately. So I had a bottle of gin, right? And this was... I do not recommend doing this. Since we were doing like double shots, I drank double, right? I had a full bottle of gin. Like an entirely full bottle of gin. And then the next day, okay, I woke up. I was sick, like sick. I felt terrible. I couldn't keep anything down. I look at the bottle of gin, right? This much was left. It was full, mind you. This much was left. I drank all that gin in 1 month. Or one day. I'm pretty sure I had alcohol poisoning. Anyways, I don't really drink anymore. I'll occasionally have like a drink. But I couldn't even think of alcohol for months without getting nauseous. Dude, if it were a month, then that would have been fine. But I drank all this in 1 night. 1 night! I was sleeping in the bathtub. And then I woke up and the tap was running. Yep. It was... No, the multi bread wasn't there. Could you stomach a vodka milkshake? Probably. Those are good. Well, I mean... Joining partway through and hearing 2 drinking games were happening, I was losing it. Yeah. It was not the best night for me, I will say. Well, actually, the night was fine, but the day after was not good. Like, I was so ill. I tried eating just, like, plain bread and water. I would throw up, like, water. I threw up, like, 10 plus times. And I, like, projectile vomited in my room. I've never felt so bad. Especially since I've never really gotten hangovers either in my life. That I was like, wow. Yeah, I don't know. I know how good your tolerance is, but I don't think this is great. Especially since I think... What is this? Like 40%? Hold on, let me see. It is... Are you seriously not gonna list the percent? And then you're gonna make it so low res I can't even read it. Beef eater gin percentage. Oh, still doesn't have it. Why is this so difficult? Oh shit, there's a strawberry flavor. I think it's like 37.5%. Something like that. I'm not sure. But yeah, it was around 40%. Do not recommend. Anyways, I don't really drink anymore. I never was a heavy drinker anyways. I would only drink like socially every once in a while, like maybe every couple months. Because my household doesn't really buy alcohol, and to be honest, I don't really like the flavor of alcohol. I don't know how I survived. Guess I got unlucky, guys. So sorry. So sorry. Let's see, next one. No. Here, I just want to wish you the best, that's all. Oh, thank you. Oh, no. How could you make me do this? Oh, man. Amen? What the? Where did I... Huh? Oh, that's right, put it. Down there. Okay, so rank the following husbandos. Only I can do that. I guess. Ain, Zen, Kieran, Raphael, Tamon, Kim Dokja, Hanjin, Song Hyunjae, Yunsu Park, or Leo of Nor. Yeah, I was like, this seems like Nori. Guys, please understand that I love them all. Okay, there are some you're forgetting. Actually, I don't really talk about him much, but Hack from Akatsuki no Yona is like peak man. Like, actually. Like, along with Tamon, he's like perfect man. Okay, well, this is really hard for me. Han Yujin is not really the kind of husband I would want. Maybe Song Hyun-jae, but I'd be always worried about losing his interest. I prefer just Han Yujin and Song Hyun-jae together, so I put him near the bottom. Leo has like a sister complex, but like doubly so. Not just for you, but also Camilla. Like canonically, I'm pretty sure. And I don't want to compete, but like also Leo. So I put him near the bottom too. So probably start with Han Yujin and Song Hyun-jae at the bottom. And then Leo after that. Or like above that. And then Kim Dok-ja would probably be around there too. Because similarly so, I want him with Jung-hyuk mostly. Then probably Yoon-soo Park. He's from Trapped, if you haven't read Trapped. Thank you, Yuri! And then probably I would put... Actually, you know what? I would probably put... you know what? I feel like K-Ron would kind of be an asshole, but he'd be like a tsundere asshole, and I kind of fuck with that. So I put him around here. So we're about like halfway through the list now. And then going up to the top, it would be... maybe Zen next? And then Raphael, Ayn, and Tamon are next. I can't... Nah, I'm giving them a three-way tie. There's no way I could. There's no way, guys. I can't decide. Why would you do this to me? I'm just gonna abstain. We'll just say those three are all tied, okay? Aw, heck. Why is it like this? It should replace the file, but it doesn't show up. We often hear about your taste in men and how you like sad, pathetic losers. But we often don't hear about your taste in women. Who are your favorite waifus? What's your type? Actually, my type in women is kind of reversed. I prefer like the shy or cute girls. And I also like the... I'm trying to think based off my Azur Lane waifus. Here, we'll go based off my Azur Lane waifus. So, my top wife in Azur Lane would probably be Yuki Kaze, actually. Though I would say that Yuki Kaze is more of like a Himedera, kind of. So, here we have Yuki Kaze. Teya. Oh, here's Yuki Kaze. And then after Yuki Kaze... Oh, actually, I will say, when she came out, I really, really fucking loved How. I really love How. Also, How has like the prettiest voice, okay? I love How. She's so cute. She's so sweet. They like nerfed her boobs though, and her skin. Look at her skin. I don't know why it's so much different. So that's like her general splash, right? And then this is her skin. Her release skin. Does she have a sister named Wen? No, unfortunately. And then aside from that, I like Jean Bart. It's kind of hard for me to say. Akagi's also good because she's fucking psycho. I like him psycho. There are a lot of good Azur Lane designs, I'll say that. I kind of prefer a lot of the older ones, but yeah. I like Jean Bart. Let's see, is there a ship? I tended to prefer like the less popular, I guess, regions. Oh, I also liked... Oh man, what's that one ship that Atdan drew? Is it Noshiro? I really, really love Noshiro, actually. Especially her design. Bam. Why does it keep changing the file type? Oh, man. Oh, man. I did it again. This is Noshiro. She's very cute. I can recognize an Atdan ship from a mile away, dude. You know how I recognize an Atdan ship? By the feet. If there is like feet art, you know, or attention to like the feet, I know it's an Atdan ship. But also, Atdan always has this shimmery kind of rendering style on the hair. You see here. Atdan does that. Always so polished. Let's see, who else do I like from Azurlane? Is there a popularity pool? I didn't really like a lot of the same ships that everyone else liked. Like, I wasn't a huge fan of Laffy, or Javelin, or Z23. Actually, I think I probably preferred Z23. I'm trying to think. I think Shinano was the first UR, right? Oh, I like Hakuryu. But I mostly like Hakuryu's design. I had a lot of Azurlane skins, guys. Like, a ton. Like, crazy amount. I know I have at least, like, 400 ships in Azurlane. I do like Taiho, yeah. She's like a similar brand of crazy to Akagi. Isn't this a game where your PNG waifu could permanently die if you didn't pay attention? No. That is kind of like VTubing, though. Yeah, I'm pretty sure she was the first UR. Amagi has a really pretty design. She's also like half dead. Like, if you ever play Azurlane, Amagi has like a lot of voice lines where she coughs because she's fucking dying, dude. Oh, what the heck? There's a UR version of Amagi? I did not know. Dude, the addiction for collecting Azurlane skins is crazy. It is problematic. Oh, right, I forgot how cute Amagi-chan was! Oh my god. Her UR has a wedding skin? Dang. I like her UR design a lot, actually. Yeah, the new skins are crazy. Fucking, what's her name? What's the cowgirl? Oh, it's Kashino. I have Kashino's skin, I'm pretty sure. And that skin is... It was like one of the first, like... insane skins in Azurlane, where it started to get, like, super gooner. Like, Kashino's crazy. Oh my god. The milk skin for Kashino? Wow. The one where she's stuck on the wall. I did not know that existed, but I didn't even need to know. Why do you even need her skin? She needs that. I need her skin too. Will you be playing any more Silksong? Yes, next week. Why are you so cute? Why are you so cute? I need you to give specifics. I think that this is better left to you guys. Can you give specific reasons as to why I'm so cute? Who knows? I do. You should be able to. Let's see. Here, what is this one? If it would load. Let's see. Okay, so this is not a me issue. This is just being stupid. I thought it was me, like I was saving something incorrectly, but it's just not replacing it. What? Huh? Why is there only one file? That's strange. it's not showing up. Huh? It's not even on my desktop. What the? Oh, hey, me alive. Okay, whatever. There you go. Sorry, I didn't know why it broke. Because you appear so tough, high, and gallant, but you're so sweet and genuinely worried about us all the time. Never stop making jokes either. Love you, Mimi. Wow, that's cringe. Save that for later. Okay. Would you stream a game like any of the Batman Arkham games or similar games like Shadow of Mordor or Shadow of War? Oh my. I've thought about it before, but let me see. I tend not to be like a huge fan of action games just because I get overstimulated and like overwhelmed, or like open world games. I do like open world games, but only if they're like open world RPG games where it's kind of like more directed, like similarly so to Divinity. But even then, like for example, Baldur's Gate 3 towards Act 3, I got so overwhelmed. It was just too much at once and I did not know how to deal with it. I'm not entirely like opposed to it though. I think I'll probably branch out more in the future. I used to play more games like this when I was younger, or like I guess like other genres like hack and slash. Like I played a little bit of Devil May Cry when I was younger. I played more open world games, kind of like Assassin's Creed. I guess you would say Assassin's Creed is like open world, but I mostly played the first one and the second one. My sister actually has like the collector's edition for, I think, the first one. It came with like a Jack in the Box, like Assassin's Creed thing, and I think it had like a Plague Doctor mask in it. It was really cute. But I will see in the future. This sounds like something I don't want to do. Person who sent me a tweet. What is in this tweet? I will look at that and then determine whether or not I look at it on stream. It doesn't even exist, you fuck. It's not even there. It's not there. Huh? Why do you want to know this? I'm just curious. Why do you want to know this? But tweet is shy. It also has social anxiety. Like many a VTuber in the world. Do you really want to know if I shave? Okay, well, I shave my legs and my armpits, I guess. I don't really like shaving in general, but if I'm going out, I'm gonna shave. Sometimes, like if I'm wearing shorts or something. Shaving is tedious, guys. It's too much work. Me trims your beard. Yeah, you guys were talking about facial hair, right? My facial hair is a full beard. I'm actually thinking of making it like the fancy mustache, if possible. But for some reason, it's not growing as well as I'd hope. You know? Do you love us? Nope. Next question. How much you weigh? More than I'd like. What's your height? Did you just list off an FAQ? I feel these are all from the same person. I know these are all the same people. Okay. It's... Okay. Do you work out? No, not would you love us if you were worms. That's a different person. How much you weigh? What's your height? What's your favorite color? What's your favorite food? How tall are you? How old are you? I know these are the same person. Like, I just know. Don't worry though, we have a solution to this. Let's look at my employment application real quick. There you go. If you're wondering like my actual height, I'm not far off from this height. It's pretty similar. How old are you? I'm turning 29 in May. So I'm getting to a point where I can almost say I'm 30. What's your favorite color? Gray. How much you weigh? How dare you ask that? I know I already addressed that, but still. Please give the employment icebreaker. I'm employed. That's the icebreaker. 5'3" IRL. I thought I was taller, but it turns I'm not. Okay, here. This one. Would you love us if we were worms? I don't even love you now when you're barely human. What more when you're worms? Actually, you might be more endearing when you're worms. Do you work out? Sometimes I go to the gym, but not as much as I should. Just getting the hag territory. I'm like in a weird place because like I actually relate more to a lot of like millennial things than I do like Zoomer things, just because of like how I grew up and because my sister's older than me. What's your favorite food? I don't know if I actually have a favorite food, now that I'm thinking about it. I'm trying to think. How do I put this? I'm trying to think if I have a favorite food. I mean, usually what comes to mind is pork belly, but I actually really love tofu. I love tofu, fried chicken, pork belly. I like meat. Meat is good. I also really like broccoli. But I think honestly, I don't know if I'd be okay going vegetarian, but I actually really like tofu, so I might do better than I think. A lot of meat substitutes have gotten a lot better too over the years. Are you a fan of horror games? Good question, Majin. Actually, I really do like horror games. I actually really like horror as a media. And like genre choice, sorry. But I'm a weenie, so I watch people play horror more than I will play it myself. Like, you guys can watch my Silent Hill playthrough. And I got scared of literal ambient noise, so... I'm much better with horror movies, though, because I'm taken out of the driver's seat, so it doesn't feel as scary to me. I have no autonomy. So that's why I watch, shoot, what's it? Well, let me find it. Oh, it's why I watch Shinri a lot. Sorry, the name escaped me for a second. If I need to watch like a horror game playthrough, I'll usually watch Shinri. Favorite spooky media? Any new favorites? I don't really have any new favorites, but I will say I really like horror romance, which is an underutilized combination of genre. You were a corporate VTuber, then indie, now you're re-debuting as part of a group again. Was there any reasons or motivation behind joining a group that you don't mind sharing? Good question. I do not mind. So, well, let me clarify that Glitchstars is actually a company, not a group. I don't know if I would have the capacity to join just like a regular group, like something similar to like Videre, because they do a lot of things like themselves. But because of my health and my various conditions, right? I need more resources compared to like doing things on my own. So like I can delegate. Basically, I need someone to delegate and be like my arms, literally, because you know my condition. So that's kind of like the reason, if that makes sense. But like also, to be honest, I just prefer the structure that comes with being in like a corpo. For me, it helps me stay on track and stay in routine. I don't think... I have a lot of respect for people that are indie and do this full time with no management, or maybe they hire their own management, right? But like, there's a lot of self-motivation that you need to keep up, basically. And don't worry, I'll raid into here when I'm done. So no need to remind me. Thank you, though. Let's see. Next one. I'd like to finish my stream first, you know. I can imagine the support they provide can go a long way. Not having to do everything yourself is big. Yeah, and like for me, because it's like injury related, it's even bigger. So yeah. Do you have a black sclera toggle? This is so specific. Do I look like a type that would have a black sclera toggle? Am I like a Chunibyo? I feel actually like it wouldn't be too bad on my model, now that I'm thinking about it. Do I look like it? What are some of your favorite anime movies? Probably just like Ghibli movies. I'm not a like Makoto Shinkai movies are beautiful and they're not the only ones, right? There are like other movies too. Like there's, I don't think this is by Makoto Shinkai, but there's like Belle. There's Summer Wars. What else is there? Oh, there was this one. What's that one recently about the mermaids? That was on my to watch list. But there's like other options, right? But I mostly watch like Ghibli ones. Just because like it's very near and dear to my heart. I actually really wanted the Thai collector's edition of Howl's Moving Castle, the books. Because it was so stunning. It was like a pop-up and it came out. And I collect a lot of books. It's really beautiful. But like it had like its own pop-out and like paper cutting, kind of. Night is Short, Walk On Girl. Oh, that's on my list actually. If you play fighting games, I can recommend an anime movie based on the fighting game that is Street Fighter 2, the animated movie. I actually don't really play fighting games. But if it's a good movie, maybe one day I'll check it out. Thank you for the recommendation. Okay, but the thing is like, dude, I remember back in like 2010 or something, 2013, everybody wanted HD images of 5 centimeters per second because that movie was pretty as fuck, right? But like almost every Makoto Shinkai movie is long distance relationship hard. At least all the ones I've watched, right? Do you guys remember this? Every single person had like a 5 centimeters per second wallpaper. Me too. I also had one. Like they're beautiful in terms of like directing and like cinematography and stuff. Also, I'm just saying, but I liked Radwimps before Makoto Shinkai. I prefer Radwimp's old music. I'm just saying, okay? But yeah. I don't know. For me, I just feel like they don't really click with me emotionally, you know? So I'm not a huge fan of them. They're very good in their own right, though. I will say that. I just like, I personally don't feel much of a connection. Whereas I much prefer the storytelling and the topics tackled in, what do you call it? In Ghibli movies. I will say, okay, I was really curious because I'm like, I watched Weathering with You and I was like, did I not get it? So I looked up analysis videos on and like threads on Reddit and shit and like other forums. I'm like, what was I missing here from Weathering with You? And apparently the whole theming of Weathering with You. Okay, here's the thing, right? I feel like Makoto Shinkai movies, I can't tell how much of the interpretation the audience has is purposeful or just audience extrapolation. Does that make sense? Because apparently the whole theme for Weathering with You was how the youth fall through the cracks of like the legal system in Japan. But I didn't get that. I can see how that would be the case, right? But I don't know if that's because someone came up with it and then I'm like going out of my way to interpret that with like a confirmation bias. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? It's like, oh, someone mentioned this and now I'm seeing it everywhere I look, rather than it actually having been there in the first place. So yeah, I don't know. What was the most financially irresponsible possession you own? Unfortunately, I showed you guys a lot of these. I did show you guys a lot of them. My shame. Oh, but basically for these ones, it is stuff like my Orb pocket watch. You have to understand, guys, it's an Orb pocket watch. This shit is expensive, especially since like it came in like a set, right? So I got like the whole bundle because I also have the like limited edition of the books, I think, like the hardcover ones, and that shit's heavy, dude. I'm sad because they actually dropped my package and they're kind of dented. But yeah, probably the Orb pocket watch. Aside from that, no, probably that. It's probably the pocket watch I own. Meanwhile, Makoto Shinkai, I just wanted to make a romance movie in the rain. It is a romance movie in the rain. I just like, I will say I respect how at the end of Weathering with You, he said, fuck the rest of humanity. Yep. I don't know, though. Maybe it's like an issue with my interpretation, potentially. I don't know. Let's see, next one. I think this is derpy. Confirm? Where is it? Is it doing again? Why is it like this? Oh, never mind, it worked. I love you, and I miss you, and... Yeah, I know this is you. What's your favorite kind of punk aesthetic? Steampunk, dieselpunk, decopunk, cyberpunk? I think it's really creative how there's so many different types now. I'm like, you think you always know them, right? But then you learn more. Same with fantasy, actually. It's me because I'm in a Maya position and financially irresponsible. That's true! I'd hope you are financially responsible in general, though. Thank you, Nori. Hi, Peanut. It is the Poison Lady. What's your favorite kind of punk aesthetic, though? I would say probably steampunk. I think steampunk is a really cool combination of worlds, you know? Cyberpunk, I just tend to not like neon, so the aesthetic throws me off, but I like how somewhat... I don't want to necessarily say like retro, but like old and new steampunk is, right? Yeah, I was thinking of steampunk on. I was immediately thinking of steampunk on. Punk lost all its meaning when they started calling stuff solar punk and NASA punk. I've heard of solar punk, but I haven't heard of NASA punk. Punk is a weird word in general. NASA punk. What is this? Isn't NASA punk just sci-fi? Sea-punk? Oh, sea-punk would be something like Bioshock, right? I think that'd be cool. Yeah, what is diesel punk? Let me see. Diesel punk. Oh, I see. This would be like They Are Billions. This is very industrial. Like, this is like Frostpunk or like They Are Billions, I think. Yeah. This feels very Warhammer-esque. Sounds like Mad Max. I don't think it would be far off from what I'm seeing here. Interesting. Solar punk is supposed to be super cute, right? And like sunny. I feel like I could see solar punk though. I don't even know. Is punk just like an adjective? At this point? Post-apocalyptic? Nah, there's like a semblance of society. Excuse me, and I'm like organization and stuff. Guiltiest pleasure, guiltiest wood. Oh my. What would I even think of? Guiltiest pleasure, guiltiest wood. Probably guiltiest pleasure is eating. Eating. I like food. Huh. Guiltiest wood. I don't know. Do you guys have any examples of guiltiest woods for you? I don't know. Yeah. Anything that has a rebellious nature associated with the aesthetic? Really? I'm hungry. Guiltiest wood. I don't know. I don't usually feel shame. There aren't too many things that I think I feel ashamed of. Well, I think the things I do feel ashamed of are like big things, so you know what I mean? So I can't really answer. Like, where's my sense of shame? Actually, to be honest, I wish I was a more shameless person. I think more shameless people succeed. I respect a certain level of shamelessness, I will say. Do you like any K-pop girl groups? Oh, I used to listen to... Okay, like, I don't really stan any, right? But they're... Like, I listen to music from some. Like, I listened to some music from Le Seraphim. I used to listen to, like, music from Fromis. There's some Blackpink music I listen to. Which Blackpink actually doesn't have that many songs, I think. Like, I really love Lovesick Girls. I'm not not sure what else. I have some on my playlist here. Let me see. Let me switch playlists. Oh, okay. So I saw this cover recently. Who is this from? She was from a girl group, and she did a cover of Standing Next to You by Jungkook, and it was so hot. I had such a crush on her after that. It was Kazuha. What is she from? Oh, she's from Le Seraphim. Okay, well, at least I'm consistent. Guys, she looks so cool in the suit. She looks crazy cool. I wish I was as cool as her. But yeah. Let's see. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I'll listen to everything, though. Like, I don't really have specific groups. Oh, I'm listening to it right now. You can see. Hee. Women in suits are so hot. Okay, anyways, you know, it's funny because I had all these Maros and stuff, but I ended up talking about a lot of the stuff I want to talk about anyways in my 2.0. So I probably won't stream too much longer. I'm gonna read me here. But yeah, here's some of the music I like. A lot of these are actually YouTubers, or like VTubers, for example. Like Amon Yuku is a VTuber. Hyuram is a YouTuber. I think he's in a Korean agency. Is it PPR or something? I don't know. But I really love soft-spoken vocalists. Soft-spoken, like raspy vocals, especially like male vocals. There's just something about it. I actually don't like voices that are too low. Like Da Capo's also an amazing singer. I used to listen to Gerorin a lot. So Utaites is basically like a YouTuber Utaites, so and then Utaites. Which Utaites is more than Nico Nico Dogo thing, because that's kind of like where it originally originated from. That's why sometimes you'll see like a cover, right? And it'll be from like someone who's Japanese. And then it'll say like I tried to sing. That's something that like originated from Nico Nico Dogo, I'm pretty sure. And that was like how they formatted covers a long time ago. Do you like Kai from Tomorrow Together's voice? Yeah, I like all of them. Although I will say that Taehyun's voice is a lot higher than I expected. He has crazy range. But I'm probably biased to Subin and Yeonjun's voice. Yeonjun has really good solo songs. Though I wasn't a huge fan of Gum. But I really liked Ghost Girl. Dude, I love Takayan because it's all depresso music. I will say Takayan's lyrics hit really hard. They're all very, very raw lyrics, which I respect. I really love Millie. Nobody makes music like Millie. They do fantastic work. It's like such a fantastical energy. But it's like really, really high fantasy, I guess. I'm a fan of like Celtic music too, because it feels very adventure-esque. I love any RPG aesthetic or fantasy aesthetic. Similarly, so the Hyo. I also really like the Killers. Mr. Brightside is my favorite song of all time. The NTR anthem. I listen to a lot of Hello Goodbye, but Hello Goodbye doesn't make music anymore. Same with Before You Exit, actually. The Hush Sound too. All my favorite bands fucking died, dude. Aside from Lucy and the Wallows. Actually, I don't know if Epic High still makes music. But like my top 3 bands, 2 like just disappeared. They disappeared. How long did this list take to make? Not that long, actually, because I copy-pasted it from last debut. Dude, I'm so sad. I really like Before You Exit. I've never heard Mr. Brightside get called that. I mean, it is the NTR anthem. It's not wrong. And then there are a lot of OSTs I like from games. But probably these are the top ones. Oh, actually, someone brought up a question about Nier, but I didn't see it. Now that I think about it. I think it was about Nier. I swear I saw one. Oh yeah. Another question. So you plan on streaming Nier Automata? Do you have any interest in trying out more hack and slash games like Devil May Cry, Bayonetta, God of War, the ones before 2018, No More Heroes, Ninja Gaiden? Actually, I used to play Ninja Gaiden a long time ago. That shit was hard for me. Past Amaya was a bitch. Now she's just a bitch in personality. Yeah, I wouldn't actually be opposed to it, especially since I really like the OST for Bayonetta. Sometimes I'll randomly sing Moon River. I did play a little bit of God of War and Devil May Cry. Actually, the new God of War games look really good, so I might try those someday. But like the thing is, they're pretty long playthroughs too, which is also like, nah, you know what I mean? I'm hesitant to start anything super long sometimes. But yeah, sorry I missed your question. I forgot. I was like, I swear I saw something about that. I did indeed. Boy Pablo, I think, also doesn't really make music anymore. Why does this happen to everything I love? Cobra Starship doesn't make music anymore. Dude, this is why I have no stability in my life. Man, you know that song Boy Pablo made about, what do you call it? Which song is it? Boy Pablo. Oh, Losing You? I'm pretty sure Losing You is actually about his fucking PS4. I read that somewhere. He was talking about not being able to play on his PS4. 7 years ago? Oh my god. My tastes just don't change, guys. That's crazy. The song Losing You, I'm 90% sure is about his PS4. But yeah, Jamil also doesn't make music anymore. Evan Pak is really good. If you like Korean R&B, you will like Evan Pak. Aleph has like really stunning, nostalgic, somber music, but also with like a little bit of a jazzy undertone. Please listen to Aleph. My favorite song by Aleph is Schadenfreude. This song is stunning. Here, I will send it to you. I really like sharing the things I like with you guys. Not just because I have good taste, but also because I want you to enjoy the things that I enjoy. But yeah, this song is beautiful. Do you listen to any Love? I do, but it didn't occur to me to put her on here. There are a lot of things I forgot. Like I added a mana earlier. I just want you guys to like the same things I like. Okay? Especially since I tend to be peculiar, or like, not peculiar, particular, sorry, about my taste. Love has really beautiful music. I really like, what is it called? Is it Goddess? Yeah, it's Goddess. I felt like Goddess was a very relatable song. I also like, Mitski. Like, Pink in the Night is a very beautiful song too. I really like the lyrics for Pink in the Night. And then what else? And Me and My Husband. Me and My Husband by Mitski's also gorgeous. I found the lyrics for that to be also very heavy-hitting and relatable. For better or for worse. Let's see. Phineas, I found Phineas before I knew that he was Billie Eilish's sibling. Because I found him, I think it was through Death of a Friend. Is that what it's called? Oh, it's I Lost a Friend. That was the song name. Has Kanash Corp released anything new recently? I don't remember. I know something came after Black Lily, but I don't remember what. I will say I actually do like most of Kanash Corp's songs. I heard that Rebecca Black's newer music is good, yeah. What is your fun fact about Kanash Corp? Oh, I like Conan Gray's lyrics a lot too. Especially like People Watching. People Watching is really good. Miko also has amazing lyrics. He was under my team in Vexwell. Dang, look at you, dude! That's sick. Congratulations, man. I feel bad for Rebecca Black. Like, the hate that she got was crazy. You know? Why would you ever do that to someone? Just hate on them for no reason. Look away. I have reasons, okay? And then Anyeon, she does like very kind of like traditional sounding Korean music. It's like fusion, you know? Let me recommend you a good Anyeon song. She did one for Return of the Blossoming Blade, actually. So if you like reading Return of the Blossoming Blade... Also, hi dying old man. Don't die. She did this song. People hate on a lot of people just for being cringe, which is crazy. I hate on people for actual reasons. Like a good person. And then aside from this... Why is somber so translucent? Dude, DPR Ian is crazy fine. Like, actually crazy fine. I respect how open and honest he is, too. Like, I read his interview after I listened to Don't Go Insane. He was talking about his schizophrenia. And I was like, I respect how you can be so open about that. Gregory and the Hawk has, like, deeply melancholic music. One of my favorite songs from Gregory and the Hawk is Doubtful. And it is very painful. Can CYOAs it, to be honest? Okay, I kind of prefer some of the music he had as Hachi. Like, I still listen to Fever. But his new stuff is good too. I will say that he's done a very good job of having like a distinct identity while also branching out, which I think is very difficult to do. Of course, I like IU. I will say her acting has improved a lot. I didn't really like her acting performance that much in... I think it was like... Is it Hotel de Luna? I think. It was okay. It was much better than I expected, but I heard that she's really good in... something... What is it? Tangerine. IU Tangerine. When Life Gives You Tangerines. I heard that was a very good drama. And it was very... what do you call it? Heartwarming. Are you winning? Nope. Hi, Jade. Did you really listen to Gregory and the Hawk too? Oh my god! I never find anyone that has listened to Gregory and the Hawk. Wow, this is such a pleasant surprise. Dude, Gregory and the Hawk like absolutely destroyed my feels. If you kind of like folk music, I think you'd like Gregory and the Hawk. That's like, I guess, somewhat similar. You know? It's very like gentle guitar with soft vocals. Almost like lullabies, you know? Morning Kichi. Oh my god, dude. Okay, do you know the song Isabel, right? Isabel hurts so bad. I couldn't listen to Isabel for like 4 years because that song reminded me of like 2 friends I lost. They didn't die. They just picked one another over me. So I couldn't listen to Isabel, dude. They are devastating emotionally. I'm really sad that Gregory and the Hawk is so underrated. I remember you telling me how I'm not an emotional person. I realized I meant it about music. I haven't been able to find anything to listen to due to music being tied to my emotional state. What do you mean? Like you need to be in a certain emotional state to enjoy music? Or what? I think that you just don't really feel your emotions similarly to me. I don't think it's that you're not an emotional person. I think it just doesn't click for you. I think everyone is probably more emotional than they let on for the most part. Here, I'll link you guys Doubtful. Here, this is Doubtful. Oh my god, I haven't listened to Joji in a while, actually. Dude, actually my favorite Joji song is Sanctuary. Step in my right direction. Tough and final decision. Okay. Hey Chaotix, how are you? One of my sad boy arc recently in Glimpse of Us by Joji destroyed me. Were you in your hoodie at the gym? Gothic metal or symphonic metal for me, although I do not mind sad ballad. Really? If you have any recommendations, feel free to post them in Discord or something. I feel like I would like that. Favorite webtoons? Guys, please read Mystic Prince. It's actually such a masterpiece. I rarely call things a masterpiece, but Mystic Prince is actually a masterpiece. Also, the OST for Mystic Prince is really cool. So basically, in Mystic Prince, the premise... Oh, actually, I have a video that is like a perfect summary of if I'm going to recommend Mystic Prince. Hold on. Someone made like a TikTok edit, right? And it's so cool. Woo! It's basically an ad for Mystic Prince. Hold on, let me post it in Discord. Oh man. Feeling cool and feeling blue. Okay, look. Oh man, can I play it on stream? It might get claimed. Ah, heck, but I really want to show you. Dang it. What do I do? Ah, fuck it. We ball. I really want to show you. Please read Mystic Prince. It's so cool. So basically the premise is, I'm kind of sad about the art style changes because she looks less masked later on. But, anyway, but I lost the thingy. Someone else link it in Discord because I sent it as a download. Oh, but anyways, I was saying basically the premise of Mystic Prince is they're all princes that are fighting to, I guess they're competing through a series of challenges in order to become like the next emperor. And it's just such a fantastical, mystical world. I don't know how to describe it. And each trial explores like a different part of kind of like their psychology, basically. But there's also like fight scenes in it. And I find the main character to be very interesting. There aren't many main characters like her. And I mean, she pretends to like be a man throughout this. And it's really cool because they actually change. Because they're not human, right? They're all like kind of gods, basically. It's weird. It's not a word that I can, or a world that I can really describe, but it's very cool, and I highly recommend you read it. It's on Webtoon. You can read it for free. It's on Daily Pass now, though. I am excited because I want you guys to read these things. I don't know. For me, okay, people can like call me a nerd or whatever, but I actually really love reading. I don't know how that would make someone a nerd. I don't know. I feel like the, what do you call it? The nerd used to be a form of bullying, and now it's like love bullying, if that makes sense. At least in this sphere. But anyways, I don't think it's particularly nerdy to want to read. But maybe that's because I grew up reading. My mom really encouraged me to read when I was younger. And she would make me read to her like every night, dude. Like every night. It was kind of crazy. And if I didn't want to read, she beat my ass. No, she wouldn't. But she would get very angy. But yeah, anyways, I used to read to her every night because that was like how she taught me. And then she made me do hooked on phonics, and she made me practice math before I went to school. Like this was when I was in like 4 years old. She'd make me do this shit because I had like a tiger mom experience, low key. But what do you call it? Oh yeah. So she would make me read like whatever books I got from school, and like more advanced books too. So like in grade 2 I was reading Pride and Prejudice, and then I also got like Robinson Crusoe, which actually Robinson Crusoe is one of my favorite books. I have like a hard copy of that I got from like a teacher at school that I really love. I really love Robinson Crusoe. I don't know, there's just something about a dude surviving on an island that's like so enjoyable to me. I think I like survival like things. I think I just find it like interesting from a technological perspective, but also a psychological perspective, you know, because like that's why I kind of like watching the like how it's made stuff, I guess. Dude, I got my ass beat if I didn't want to read. But actually I ended up liking reading. I didn't end up hating it. I used to always read in the library, and sometimes I'd fall asleep in the library at lunch, and then like the librarian would be like, yo, you got class, and I'd be like, fuck. But yeah, actually another book I really love is Crank. I think the premise of it, which I don't know why this is in a middle school, or I guess junior high, what do you call it, like a junior high library, but it was basically about this woman wrote about her daughter's descent into drug addiction, and it was like a series of books, and it was kind of like written as poetry, but it was really beautiful, and it was very saddening, and you could really see like how she explored her mindset. But anyways, please Mystic Prince, let me see if there's a link. Did one of you guys post a link? No, I have to look for it myself. I can't believe I have to take accountability in my own life. Ah, heck. Ah! Wah! TikTok. A series of unfortunate events. Oh, I loved a series of unfortunate events. Same with man, what's that one about the mouse? What is the one about a mouse, guys? Oh shit, this dude's hot. Guys, look. This, okay, please, watch it. Watch. Look. Dude. Oh, what happened to it? Oh no, it died. Oh, it's alive. Oh man, I'm listening to Eurobeat now. I was like, what? I don't remember this being on my playlist, and I remember Justin sent it to me. Percy Jackson? Dude, Percy Jackson actually got pretty mature. I was surprised. But please, read that. Oh shoot, it was Mouse book. Okay. Teenage... Oh, Geronimo Stilton! I loved the Geronimo Stilton books as a kid. I feel like they don't make, like, fiction like this anymore. I really loved Geronimo Stilton. This was kind of like, I guess this would be like, I don't know, like grade 5, maybe? I remember the Scholastic book fairs. I loved them. I love them so much. Percy Jackson and Reardon verse characters grow up as the books continue. I was a big fan. Also love Geronimo Stilton too. There's just something about Geronimo Stilton that's so... I don't know. It's like simpler times, you know what I mean? I just really loved it. But I should probably be wrapping up soon. I miss the book fair! I miss it so much. I'm so sad. I really love reading. But yeah, anyways, I love anything with like a huge, like... I love anything with big world building, especially if it's super in-depth. Why is it telling me that I'm listening on? Oh, I'm not. 28th Century Superfan. If you want anything just like straight comedy, I highly recommend 28th Century Superfan. It's so ridiculous. Basically, the premise is that there's a writer, right? And then a superfan goes back with a time machine to make sure that the writer keeps writing. So they basically babysit them, right? And it's like actually... the craziest scenarios you can think of happen. They get blackmailed by a literal baby. Okay? 28th Century Superfan is so funny. It's like Psyche K energy, basically. You can never guess what happened next. But I highly recommend it. Let's see. One Room TA and I Don't Have a Home. You can see I Don't Have a Home right here. Okay, the art style is deceiving. So this Mana is like over 250 episodes, I think. And it's really fucking good. It also has like an anime. And the anime was directed by Q-Mang, I believe. Q-Mang from Alien Stage. But anyways, No Home looks like it's some just like whimsical thing. No, it fucking hurts. Basically, the premise of No Home is that it follows... It kind of... So... I would say that I Don't Have a Home. Hold on, how do I put this? So I would say it's like a story, a drama about adolescence. So Haejun is the dude with the black hair. Haejun can see ghosts and he starts to live in the dorm, right? And his mom recently kind of like passed away. You find out this very quickly, right? And he also is forced to live in the dorm with Eunyoung, the blonde, and they fucking fight, dude. 1 second. I put most of it. She didn't close my door, dude. She didn't close my door! Ah! Bruh. Called the dog and didn't close my door. That's crazy. Crazy behavior. Anyways, I was basically saying that this is a drama of coming of age that's actually very painful because it explores different backgrounds. So, for example, it explores like absentee parents, abusive parents, like I don't want to spoil too much, right? But like, I really, really recommend you read it. You can read it for free on Webtoon, and you can use like Google Lens to translate it because it's not in Webtoon English. I had to use Google Lens. Yeah, it's really good. If you like, what would be similar? I guess a lot of TV dramas, except I think this is way better written. Like the way they explore everyone's characterization, especially Eunyoung, because a lot of people will probably hate Eunyoung, but he's a really sad character. I feel a lot of sympathy for him. Also, this switch of mine will fucking ruin you. I really wanted a this switch of mine tattoo. Someday, guys. I'd like one. You see Felipa on the cover here. So basically, this witch of mine, it follows like witches. Like three... Well, I guess like it follows a couple of different witches. But the main one is Felipa and Colin. And Colin is like her love interest. And it follows how she finds him over and over again as he reincarnates. And like his different forms and their... I guess their romance. It's really, really good. It hurts so bad though. Let's see, what else here? SSS... Okay! I cannot describe how good SSS Class Revival Hunter is good. Wait, I feel like my words... I had a stroke. Anyways, SSS Class Revival Hunter is really fucking good. So basically, the premise of SSS Class Revival Hunter is that we have our little loser, okay? We have Confucius Kim, right? There's a novel too. I'm not finished a novel. But Confucius Kim, basically... He's basically pulling like a Denji, and he's like looking at the TV and he's like, dude, I deserve these powers, you know? I'm a loser, right? And then he's looking at the #1 hunter, Flame Ember. This happens like on like a first chapter, right? Basically, if not, stop. Do not compare solo leveling and SSS Class Revival Hunter. SSS Class Revival Hunter is a very, very painful experience. Do not compare it, okay? You cannot compare it. Totally different levels, okay? Also, this is the one like shonen / action where I feel like the action or the romance is done really, really, really well, okay? Or at least like the characters stand on their own. You know, they're both pretty independent. You like both. It is not like solo leveling. Stop, okay? So, I will describe to you the difference, okay? But first, let me give the premise. So, anyways, he's looking at the #1 hunter and he's like, damn, I deserve his powers more. Anyways, #1 hunter, Flame Ember, huge fucking asshole. He ends up killing Confucius, right? And he gets a power, right? And the power is to take 1 power from someone who kills him, right? And it's like random, but the skill that he gets from Flame Emperor is actually the secret to his success. The skill he gets from him is to go back like 24 hours in the past from when he dies. But there are limitations to it. What? My sister's ordering food.
I see the Twitch every time.
Yeah, okay, so she's just gonna sit on my bed and order food. Okay, so what was I talking about? Now I forgot. Oh, okay. Anyways, I'm saying that you can't compare SSS Class Revival Hunter to solo leveling. SSS Class Revival Hunter, the whole mechanic behind it, right, is that he has to experience the trauma every single time. So every single time he gets killed by someone, he experiences their backstory. Dude, the Wuxia arc was so fucking painful. I think that was the arc before Raviel's arc.
It was.
But yeah, it was, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm pretty sure. I think it goes the mansion arc, and then it goes the tower, the what do you call it? Then the battlefield with the ghost.
Yeah, with the Constellation Killer.
Yeah, the Constellation Killer. And then after that one, I think is there one before the Wuxia arc?
Yes.
There's one in between. And then after the Wuxia arc, it's Raviel's. Someone kills him and then trauma dumps on the guy they killed. Yeah, but it's really good because their backstories are done so well. They're honestly really, really sad.
Or relationship.
Oh, then yeah, but like, I don't know, there are limitations to it, kind of. But like, I don't know, the dude's fucking insane. I would say it definitely pulls on your heartstrings a lot more. I think the end of season 2 was Raviel's arc. That was the Academy arc. And then let's see what else. I don't know, I'm trying to think. It's been a while since I read it. Thank you, Mochi. Oh, dang, let me give me the wrench. Hold on, where's your wrench? I'm sorry. Add as moderator. There you go. But yeah, you cannot compare the two. Totally different levels, dude. Literally. I think that SSS Class Revival Hunter is like way better written. And like, I really like solo leveling. Like, I find solo leveling very enjoyable, if that makes sense. But in terms of like actual, I guess like how well something is written, SSS Class Revival Hunter is like way above. My S Class Hunters is also very well written. It's not even that long, guys. It's only like 1100 chapters. It's pretty long, I will say it. I have all 10 volumes though. It's really beautiful. My S-Class Hunters has like the most unhinged characters, but also it will just like absolutely destroy you at some arcs in the novel. Like there's this one arc where a character has a panic attack and I was like sobbing, especially since I was waiting because they were like holding back their trauma for like 400 chapters and I was like, I'm waiting for the dam to break. That's not long at all. Binge read One Piece in 3 months. How many chapters does One Piece have now?
Too many.
Did it really? Well, I know. Why are you throwing wrenches at people? They asked for it. And then aside from that, you want both of these?
What's that?
So you don't want the other one that you got?
Which one? Yeah, I took it out already.
Okay, so you want the Tandoori one? Okay. Is that out? And then Mom wants this one?
Yeah.
Okay. Get out.
Those. Manners.
I'm still deciding what I want.
Yeah, okay.
Oh man, I don't have the buy one get one free on the ones I want. Dang it.
There's not a lot of buy one get one free.
No, actually, no, they have a decent amount. It's just not on the fries. I want the fries.
I think there's only like 4 things that are buy one get one free when I do that.
It's the burger. Okay, the burger. 11. Okay. You can't compare it though. I will say One Piece, you're looking at comics. This is like 1100 chapters of text. For example, one of my favorite BL novels, Turning, it's still going, guys. It has like 1500 chapters. I will say actually the Turning chapters I think are pretty short though. But Turning is so beautiful. The intimacy scenes are written in a way where it doesn't even feel like an intimacy scene. Like, okay, like it feels deeply intimate, but it doesn't feel like sex. You know what I mean? Screw me. What do you feel about the solo max level newbie? I tried reading it. It wasn't bad or anything. I just kind of like ADHD'd out. But like, I'm a sucker for those. Like, even if it's the same formula every single time. Like, I will say, I really liked beginning after the end, but it was a little cringy sometimes. Oh, I'm talking about the novel, Jester. Sorry, I forgot. But I was talking about the novel for my S-Class Hunters being 1100 chapters. I think main story is 800, and then the epilogue and side stories after are like a couple hundred. That's what I meant. My S-Class Hunters, the webtoon is also really good, by the way. The action scenes are done so well, and the perspective is very, very dynamic. I really like it. The art style is super unique, too. I'm really hoping that the next season will start soon. But honestly, I'm glad that the artist is taking a break because it went like 100... I don't know. Let's see. I wrote it in another slide how many episodes there are. I mostly read the novel, so I've forgotten a little bit, but I might reread the manga again soon. Where is it? Ah, okay. Oh, it's 153 episodes. They went 153 straight episodes, which I read the afterword from the artist, and the way they go about the storyboarding is really interesting, especially since they kind of stitch the timeline together for some things, right? But yeah, anyways, what was I saying? Oh yeah, the artist went 153 episodes without a new, like a season break, which is fucking insane, especially since the quality was consistent. It's nuts. It's also super funny. The really sad moments haven't really happened as much, but there are some sad moments, you know? Yeah, no, the novel is really long. Dash isn't that long. Dash, I'm on chapter 90 of the side stories right now. But the main novel for Dash is like 180 maybe, I think. Paws and Claws is pretty short. Turning, the one behind me, Turning is fucking long. That's an Omegaverse novel, but do not write it off, okay? There's like plot reasons for Omegaverse, and actually, it's like the world building is very thorough. Nobody can hate on Turning, okay? Are the novel and comic the same story or separate? They're the same story. But a lot of people say that the mana for my S-Class Hunters is super comedic, but I don't really think so. Mission Save the Hunter is also really... Okay. I will say trigger warning for suicide if that's something that upsets you, which totally understandable. But Mission Save the Hunter and Traces of the Sun both have like suicidal protagonists and kind of like a hunter verse, and I am such a sucker for that. So basically, Mission Save the Hunter, the premise of that one is that we have the strongest like hunter ever, I guess, Cheyoon, and he just disappeared, and he was the only survivor along with like one other person of the Revengers, and they went into this basically like gate. I don't remember what it's called, right? But I think a couple thousand people, at least 1,000 people went in, right? And only like 2 people survived. And well, I'm trying to think of what it can spoil. But anyways, it's really fucking sad because he has survivor's guilt. They both have survivor's guilt really bad. I would say that the BL portion is secondary. So if you just want like a good Hunterverse novel or mana, because there's also a novel mana for this. Same with Traces of the Sun, right? If you just want like a good like Hunterverse kind of action with like a suicidal protagonist, this will be a really, really good fit for you. Same with Traces of the Sun. Dude, okay. Spoilers for Traces of the Sun, but it's really fucking sad. So basically the premise in Traces of the Sun are that they're like restorers and then they're like hunters or whatever. I just say hunters because that's what's usually the term, right? But anyways, they're restorers that can basically restore the environment around them, right? And then there's this dungeon, which is based off like the 7 wonders of the world. And he has to go into the dungeon and restore them relative to like how they would have appeared in the real world, quote unquote. What the? I can't even read it. My font did not look like that, guys. Why is it like this? No, I have to fix it. It doesn't show up either. But welcome back, Nori. Mia. Yeah, see? I recommended them the soda and he read them. Good. I have good taste. But anyways, some things I enjoy but are not objectively very good, right? But some things I enjoy and are objectively good. Most things. I would say most things, okay? Because I'm picky, right? Well, they're actually separate dungeons, so he needs to like one of the restorers, but actually it's really fucking sad because he's actually trying to kill his friends, because the #1 rule is that you should never restore living things. And then you see his backstory later on, which spoilers for his backstory. basically his friends were on their like last job paying off their debt because of like the dungeon breaks just like destroyed everyone's lives, right? And they got put into like servitude, basically into like black companies for like dungeons, for like dealing with dungeons. And it was supposed to be their last one, and they would have paid off their debts. Mind you, MC did not have a debt, and he was the only restorer. Everyone else was like kind of like a hunter, I think. And he's like the only, I think, A class or S class restorer. But he revived his friends because they all died in front of him, like trying to defend him, because the dungeon was a lot stronger than they anticipated. And he revived them all, and he basically just had to like watch their corpses tank and like fight for him and like revive over and over again. And then he used like an invisibility potion to take them out of the dungeon, because otherwise he couldn't take, they would be lost in the dungeon, right? So he brought them into his apartment and he concealed them because he's looking for a way to kill them, to like set them free. The ending is really, really good too. I will say, actually, Traces of the Sun has one of the best endings I've ever like read. I felt like a lot was tied up. Anyways, it's a very, very sobering experience. Highly recommend. Formless, I cannot, I can't recommend. It is, I would say this is a guilty pleasure of mine. Formless, guys, if you have a weak stomach, do not read Formless. The top is hella abusive, like super, super abusive. So I found it actually pretty realistic in some ways. Other ways, not so much, right? But yeah, I would not read that. Profundus also has questionable content, but Profundus is guide verse. It's pretty dark, but the way the novel is written, like in terms of word choice, is very beautiful. How weak that stomach? Okay, well, there's a scene where the MC goes out to drink and he lies about it, or he goes out and then he talks to the top on the phone, and then he lied about drinking, right? And he found out, and so he makes him drink like a whole bottle of alcohol pretty violently. So, and then there's like a scene where he like threatens to take his teeth out with pliers. So that's why I say it's not really not really for the faint of heart, you know, but it is a guilty pleasure of mine. It's really abusive. It's really, really abusive. I'm not saying it's okay, right? But like, I enjoy these toxic, twisted dynamics, basically. Yeah. I enjoy a lot of different things. Dash, I would say, is very fluffy, actually. Dash is actually... Actually, the reason it's called Dash is super cute. When you find out why the novel is called Dash, because basically the male lead is an Olympic swimmer, and he's been in love with the main character since basically childhood, right? And he's kind of like the reason he pursued... Well, he's not the entire reason he pursued swimming, but anyways, it's a lot. Yeah. That's light work for me. I've read some extremely brutal novels. You might be okay. Okay, if you read Goblin Slayer, you'll be fine with Formless. The MC's a little bit of a dummy, though. But I will say it portrays the abuse, at least from the victim side, pretty realistically. What did I just walk into? Don't worry about it. Hunter's Gonna Lay Low. Oh! Hunter's Gonna Lay Low is also another suicidal protagonist that I really, really love. He has survivor's guilt. My poor baby. I kind of wish he was miserable for longer, but I mean, I guess 150 chapters is enough. But dude, still. Hi, Johan! But yeah, I should probably wrap it up since I need to eat food, and I want to raid Hua, and I don't want to pressure her into streaming longer. Let's see. But I hope you guys had fun talking about it. I would have talked about more, man. I could talk forever. But I'm hungry, so I won't. Oh man, why do I do that? How do? Editor? Oh, you can create a highlight video now on youtube.com. Interesting. But yeah, if you couldn't tell, I really like psychological, twisted novels, basically. How do I read now? What? What the? Here? It changed. Oh wait, hold on. Maybe. Oh, never mind. I just scrolled too far down. Teehee. Teehee. My bad. Where's my love heel? She better not have stopped. Oh, thank God. But yeah, I really like psychological novels. I really, really love reading. I don't care whether it's BL or like girls love or like straight or whatever. I don't care. I just care as long as it's well written. It just happens that BL explores more of the things I like. Welcome back, Hero. I hate having to miss these Yap sessions mostly. Yeah, I feel sorry for you. Yeah. Please read the things I recommended. Please. If you ever want recommendations, tag me and I will give them. I just want everyone to read more. Please. Especially if you're American, the literacy rate is like dying. Okay, anyways, I'm gonna go raid Hio. Oh, good night. Bye. Oh, heck. Heck, what did I forgot? I was gonna say something. Stop looking back. Oh! I'm playing Nier tomorrow. Guys, is it Nier Automata or Nier Automata? I just thought it was Nier Automata. Maybe it's Nier Automata. I feel like that makes sense. I don't know. Nier a tomato? Yep, that sounds right. Okay, anyways, good night. Bye. Also, if you're new and you haven't subscribed, maybe you should do that. Teehee.